that like a normal rehab place where they do like, I don't know, doctory things.
Yeah, well, I was doing that. I was
Would
doing that for the
suggest.
sake. I was doing that only for the sake of the chat, because if I just said it was a straight up rehab, they wouldn't have put the two and two together that those things were being taught in a normal rehab.
So why didn't you just say that there's nothing special about your rehab? Your rehab is normal, no different to any other.
Then they wouldn't have realized that how incorporated these sort of normal things have become in rehab.
No, stop. We know what normal rehab is like. You're the one that's making a claim that yours is different.
I literally just described verbatim my normal rehab, and they said it wasn't as far out because
because you said we have a holistic approach, which is you're making it sound like yours has some magical property which is different to the rest. And everything you then claimed is stuff that is normal to most rehab.
I have heard of other rehabs that don't put as much focus on exercise, nutrition, and
oh my days. Okay.
Sugar, does yours do equine therapy?
But I would say that the majority of rehabs do the same stuff that we do. Yeah.
So Tech asked you a question, by the way. Is it Sure Tech? Is that how you say your name? I'm so sorry.
Sure. I'm just curious if his is one of those bullshit ones that does equine therapy where you get to pet horses.
Is that bullshit? I mean, I would love to go to a rehab where I could pet horses. What the fuck?
Horses are pretty social animals. I mean, it would be good for someone who has problems with, like...
But not everybody. John Oliver covers that in his bit, too.
It would be very, very specific cases that would require that. It wouldn't be.
One doesn't get to just get cured from, you know, a mental condition. One learns how to cope with it and deal with it and maintain it.
The consensus in this chat is that nobody in the history of the world can be cured of mental illness?
Yeah, we don't. So as far as we know scientifically, I don't think a claim like that can be.
Please post that evidence.
Hold on. What I was about to say is that I don't think that a claim like that can be substantiated, given that we wouldn't know enough about the brain to be able to say that it's cured. Like, you're talking about things such as chemical imbalances when we have absolutely no way to monitor the actual chemical balance. Hold on. The only way to really even come close is to monitor the symptoms, right? They would say, for example, well, it might be deductively true that, in fact, it's the case that someone with schizophrenia has much higher dopamine levels than another person. Well, let's see if the theory is true. Let's give them something that's believed to lower the dopamine levels. What happens? Well, they give someone who has schizophrenia. Excuse me. We have someone who takes medication that's believed to be lowering dopamine levels, right? They give it to them and their symptoms go away, right? So they deductively say, well, it's probably possible that it's the case that it lowers dopamine levels. But we have no hardline way to actually measure dopamine levels or serotonin.
Yeah, so you're not giving us enough credit. A case in point, our rehab spent a lot of money to get one of these brain scan machines. Ours is called a SPECT, but there's many different kinds. And case in point, do you remember one of the most famous person that's ever had mental illness in the United States currently? Kanye West in the White House in front of President Trump went on this big rant about with mental health, and he went to rehab, the nicest one in the country. And guess what they did? The first thing they did for him, they gave him the brain scans, because you can now see how healthy a person's brain is to some extent.
That wasn't the claim.
They're able to see how inflamed it is and yada, yada. And for him, they were able to actually change his diagnosis.
That wasn't the claim.
His rant in the Oval Office all about it, you can. And so just
I never said you couldn't do brain scans. It's not what I said.
You just said they can't measure how mentally ill somebody is. And I said, no.
What I said was they can't measure dopamine. They can't measure serotonin, which are the individual.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They can't measure those things. And also, they don't even know.
Excuse me. Okay. So the claim was that they can't measure dopamine, they can't measure serotonin, which are the individual primary variables when assessing someone who has mental illness for the most part. A lot of your common mental illnesses like depression, high anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. A lot of these mental illnesses are based on whether someone's serotonin or their dopamine levels are way too high or out of whack. And the reverse goes for some people who are extremely depressed, right? They have lower serotonin levels, but we have no way of providing a hard line measurement of these things to give any sort of accurate definition of them.
Yeah, so I'm posting you from Harvard now. You need to look into this. You need to look into this. What we're doing with brain scans, bro.
Right,
I
but
need
so
you
I
need to look
have-
into it.
Sugar,
posting
no
you-
one claimed that you can't do brain. Like, can you stop trying to argue something that someone has not said can't
Well,
be done?
This
Because you're
brings up
speaking
some,
over each other.
well, it brings up something about the actual type of brain scan that you mentioned. Now, there's a little bit of controversy over the type of brain scan and the creator of it, isn't there, Sugar?
There are many different brain scans at this point.
Right, but the one that you use, the
So I'm
spectrum you
posting in
mentioned.
chat one from Harvard that shows.
No, but the one that you use at your center, that one's a little bit controversial, isn't it?
We have two different types.
Right, but the SPECT one is a little bit controversial, isn't it?
We have another different type.
So, but the SPECT one that you charge money for, a little bit controversial, isn't it? And do you know why that is?
We have two types, and the whole field is a little bit controversial, definitely.
Well, why are you? Well, so you seem to be aware of the controversy, are you not?
True, but
I'm not
I would
aware. Could you
like
please
to look- I would
explain?
like you
Hold
to
on,
look-
hold on. Could you please explain what the controversy is? I'm not aware of it.
Well, of course, when it comes to brain scanning and what you can prove with a brain scan, a healthy, mentally ill brain versus a healthy brain.
They're Sugar. When I said you have skin in the game, they're reeling you in. So what? Yeah, you're becoming part of something that I don't think you're really gonna like if you really.
I'm getting you woke to what's
Yeah, what's
really
the controversy?
going on.
No, what's
Can I
what's
know
the
the controversy,
controversy?
please?
So the guy, what's his name? Daniel
I
Arden.
wanted Sugar to tell me what the controversy was.
Oh yeah, I'm curious to know if he knows. Then if not, I would like to hear
Well,
Randy.
I would direct you to the article I posted from
Mm.
Harvard Neuroscience and their brain scan imaging that they've been working on, just to get a feel for what the field is, what's going on right now.
Sure, but
I just
tell
wanna
us
know
about
what
the controversy, Sugar.
is.
Yeah, what do you know
If you
about
go
the
to
controversy?
if you go to a really fancy rehab in this day and age, chances are they're going to offer you a brain scan to see. They're going to be like,
But what's
the
"We wanna
controversy?
show
Not
you."
going to answer.
Sugar, the question is, what is the controversial situation with regards to the scans that are offered at your facility? Can you answer that question for us, please? Like, I'm unaware, Jay's unaware, and we would like to know.
Nothing controversial about the scans at my specific facility. I'm saying the field of
fuck.
using brain
So you
that's
scans.
not
feel,
true,
so
right?
you
So-
don't know that there are any controversial issues with the
so-
scans that are offered at your current facility. Is this the response you're giving us?
No, but the field of brain scanning is, of course, in its infancy. So
Right, but I'll just drop a quote into the chat and let's just analyze this. This is about one of the types of scans that you charge money for at your rehab place, right? And again,
we
it's
have
not
two
covered by
different kinds. We have
right,
two
but I know you've mentioned that we hear you repeat yourself, but we talk about the specs one that you offer at your place, right? You know who it and you understand. So here's a quote, right? So John Sealby, the Society of Nuclear Medicine and Molecular Imaging, has stated that it is settled that SPECT is of no value for diagnosing psychological disorders. And in
Yeah,
fact,
well,
it has
I mean,
been
this is
said to
one dude.
is- no, it's not that. Well, that's just one quote. Now we can go on. But what I'm saying is, were you not aware of any of this? What I'm
well,
saying is, Sugar, is that
Regardless of what John Siebel believes, it doesn't stop
oh, it's not
Kanye
just
West.
him.
It didn't
various
stop
tests,
Kanye
like
West
here's
from
the
getting brain scanned when he went into rehab. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro?
I mean, sure, he's a celebrity. It doesn't lend any
not only
Well, I
did
credibility.
wanted
to
you
what
to
he's
say
saying.
something
Not only-
substantial,
not
Sugar.
only-
That's what I wanted.
I just don't understand what color did Kanye West's shoes make to the matter. What does that have
He's
to
the
do with
most
the
famous person in the
questions?
United States with mental illness.
And I can
not
slam
only-
dunk, and I'm 5'8". What does that have to do with the question I'm asking you?
Not only it's about validity. Not only did he get brain scanned, but he
I can
changed
backflip.
his diagnosis based on the brain scan. He got rid of his bipolar and said he was just sleep deprived. Listen to
I
his
want to see
speech
that
about it.
backflip. I want to see that,
That's
that backflip really
if you
bad.
believe that,
Wait,
Sugar,
hold on, I'll do
you're
it now. Hold on.
absolutely deluded.
I've never wanted to see something more in my life than Ray do a backflip.
Oh, nailed it, buddy. Oh,
Oh,
my
turns out
audio
I'm not
platform.
fucking bipolar. I only wasn't getting enough sleep. Are you?
So
you serious
Sugar,
right now?
Sugar.
This literally happened. Kanye West, and he paid.
Yeah, I literally did a backflip.
He
We,
paid
we saw Sugar. We
$200,000.
saw it happen. Just so you know, we were there. We saw it happen. We
So
saw
Kanye-
what he said.
Right.
We,
So
we were aware.
if Kanye West, right, was to come into the room now, right, and say, ABC, what has that got to do with the fact that there is some controversy over one of the things you offer.
Kanye West would come into this chat right now and go, I paid $200,000 to go to the nicest rehab in the world, and they did this brain scan thing, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It totally changed my diagnosis, and I love it. I'm the biggest fan. That's what,
What do you think that proves?
it just shows that it's happening. It's a real thing that's going on in rehab.
No,
right
it doesn't.
And so are healing crystals.
Oh shit.
No, there are no
Wait,
healing
what's a real
crystals in
thing?
rehab right now. No healing
It
Ray-
crystals.
shows that
Just-
what's a real thing? That people go to rehab? What the
In
fuck, Sugar?
rehabs are all over the country are bringing in these brain scanning things to show people that their brains are
Brain
deteriorating.
scanning things. Brain scanning, like think about the language that he's using when he's describing these brain scanning.
Do you think that
things.
I'm a
What the fuck is
neuroscientist?
that?
Do you think
What
that
is
I'm a
that?
neuroscientist? I'm
if
the
you're
I don't
gonna-
think anybody thinks you're a neuroscientist.
If you're going to
buddy.
defend
Nope.
the point,
No.
we don't expect
Not
that
at
you
all.
be a neuroscientist, just that you can actually like argue and point to something specific and not just like some random celebrity anecdote or like fucking I could say
so what are you disagreeing
I
me
could
with?
say
That
Tom
brain scanning and
Cruise.
mental health isn't a
Tom-
thing?
yeah.
Sugar, I
Tom-
think the biggest problem we have with you is that before we were having a conversation with you about medication and drugs, and you were complaining about how all those things were a major problem, major problem,
Well, let
and
me-
how we can't be trusting all these things. But now, some random celebrity says this thing is okay. He says it's okay, and there's nothing really to claim that these things are okay. But he says it's okay, and because he says it's okay, then it must be the case.
No,
Don't you see this?
the only reason it got to Kanye West is because the scientific community at the nicest rehab in the
Who
world.
gives a fuck about Kanye West? Why is he
This isn't about
fucking
Kanye West.
relevant?
This isn't
Post a
about
fucking
Kanye West.
article or
Yeah,
back to
we're
me
so
like,
we're gonna
some
let's
about the
just
sorry
dial
article
this back a little bit,
Kanye
right?
West
Because
bullshit.
we're all getting a little bit
Sorry?
distracted by Yeezy or whatever his fucking name
Yeah.
is, right?
Who gives a fuck about him?
I was
Exactly.
gonna say
Yeah. Kanye West does not fucking correlate with scientific
This
rigor.
This
I was
isn't
gonna
relative.
interject you that fucking Tom Cruise is a member of the Scientology church. And that shows that there's something that's really going on with Scientology. There's a lot of people getting into it. It's only 250 grand, a year for like a subscription to get your power levels checked up on and all this stuff. There's something really going on there. Tom Cruise, okay? Have you seen Top Gun? Have you seen him acting in Top Gun? All right, there's got to be something to
He's
Scientology.
the most famous old guy in the world.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
one where he slides on the carpet and busts his nose on a statue? Sundays or whatever on a Saturday morning?
Risky business.
Yeah, that's it, Joe.
Sugar, you might have spec, but they have
Rebecca
fucking
De Moray.
diabetes, buddy. Totally different level.
Look,
Anyways, all I'm saying is someone who works in the rehab field, soon we will have the ability to, you come into the rehab, they scan your brain, they show you how fucked up it is, and then like in a year when your brain is way healthier, they can show it to you and be like, damn, look at how much healthier your brain is.
What does like a healthy brain look like?
But to be fair, that was not your claim,
posting the
Sugar, and I
images.
think that's the major
What is
problem
that?
that people have. That is
Wait,
not the claim that you were
Have
making.
y'all been talking to Sugar's Poison since I left?
Oh,
Danny.
honey, yes.
Yes, Danny.
Oh my
Somewhat,
god.
yeah.
Yes, you went, got yourself
No.
some tea, and we're still sitting here talking
So-
about
Yeah.
medicine and how he knows more.
Sugar's-
Yes,
Sugar's a little
welcome
weasel, Danny.
back.
Wait, Dan,
Oh, he's a little worm. And do you know what we do with little worms, Danny?
We exterminate them.
Right now,
Whoa.
I made a slight prediction earlier that perhaps Sugar was somehow influenced by having skin in the game, Danny. Do you know what that means?
Like some kind of like they would benefit from these kinds of
Right.
claims.
So
Yes,
it turns out
some
that,
stake in it.
right. Turns out that Sugar, right, works for a clinic, a rehab.
Yeah,
clinic
he
that-
does. He's probably like uttering all this nonsense to
Well,
these poor people.
they have slightly controversial techniques. They
No,
use
they don't.
holistic.
Nothing controversial.
Well, there is.
Completely
I mean, that's
standard.
just absolutely not
Wait,
true. The
you
SPECT
mentioned
scan that you
Julian
just
was
mentioned.
Hold on. Let
what we're
Ray
arguing
catch us
about
up. Let
you're
hold on.
saying-
Hold on. Shh. Let Ray
So,
catch us
so
up.
Danny, they take a holistic approach to rehabilitation, and that includes meditation, nutrition, and exercise. Now, that in itself, I probably didn't think is worrying. Then he mentioned a type of brain scan that none other than Yeezy himself, it's Kanye West to you, Danny, had. And he enjoyed it very much. He paid $200,000, and it sorted him right out. Apparently, in some fashion, he was just tired or something. Who knows?
It did not sort him right out, but it did.
Well, he had
change-
some.
It did show him how fucked up his brain was.
So
Just realized he was sleep
It did
deprived, and that
show
was
him
all.
how fucked up his brain was. Very good
Right.
point. Very good
So
point.
part of it was that you mentioned the who runs his clinic, and it seems to be they have their fingers in the supplement game and selling these spec machines, or the creator of these spec machines is
There's
controversial.
many other besides the spec. Our rehab has 2. There's many.
Well, what's the other one that you have?
But there's like 10. There's like 5 different kinds.
No, but what's the other one you have? You have the spec, which is controversial. We can go through that. And what's the other one you have?
I don't know how controversial the spec is.
Spect is very controversial. It's not useful.
It is for the
whatsoever.
claims that he's
Okay,
making.
well then what about the other 4 brain imaging? What they're doing now?
Well, what about the one
Okay,
that you, well,
but
let's
does your
just
facility
concentrate.
employ those, because those are
Let-
much more expensive to
We
maintain.
don't know which one Kanye West did. So is that one controversial?
Which one did he do?
We don't know. But is that one controversial?
You don't even know. I don't know. I didn't fucking look this up.
All we know is that he went in front of the Oval Office and the president and was like, I got a brain scan and it changed my whole mental health life.
Yeah, from the mouth of Kanye West. Who gives a shit?
I'm just saying that I'm just painting a picture of where we're at in rehab right now. Because he was in a rehab and that's where it happened to him.
You
So
know,
there
that's
go.
a very
I think
convincing argument.
my method of treatment is going to be much more effective than yours or Kanye West's. And that's
Sugar, I have a question for Sugar. What's the relapse rate for your clinic?
Oh, that's why I thought I was being
Do
silly.
you know?
In general, we're not doing a very good job. The reason there's so much innovation going on
Because you're not required to keep records on that.
that there's been so much innovation lately, and the reason they're trying all these new things in rehabs is because we're doing a terrible job. It's really hard. It's really hard.
Sugar, can you address that? Do you know why you don't keep records? Do you know why that is?
What? I think they do. They do. Keep
No.
records.
Shitek is right. Do you know why you don't keep records?
I think they do keep records.
Nope.
I'll explain it too, because in that John Oliver bit, he explains, he shows like the guys that run Malibu, they claim 100% success rate. No one's going to relapse, but they don't have any records of that.
Yeah, so I'm not claiming that. I think treating any of these things is extremely hard. I mean, and then
But
you
what
got
would you say your success rate might be?
You gotta convince some fucking opioid idiot that to cure himself he has to change his diet, exercise, meditate, and do therapy. Do you know how hard all the therapy techniques are? There's like 100 of them, and he has to learn all that as well as wean himself off of this powerful drug.
Doesn't have to learn all. Oh my god.
And even
Really?
and even if he does everything correct, even if he does everything exactly like we want him to, he's not going to see real improvements and results for like a year or even 2, because that's how long it takes for a brain to regenerate itself.
No, you're so wrong on every single level, dude. Oh my god.
And also, is that what you
know.
call your patients? Idiots?
Oh, of course, I'm a very compassionate person.
Right. Okay.
So when the training program that they put you through, you have to have a doctorate or something, or they put you through, or is it something you get training on the job and you just have to? Because it's to be
No,
honest, Sugar.
I'm a counselor in training. Yeah.
Right. But the pattern you have, and the reason that I recognize it in yourself is I've had similar training in selling people horseshit, is something that I've learned myself, right? And the reason why I said that so early on in the conversation is you're like a fucking flare to me. I can smell the stench of it off of you. The things you say about this, the methods you use to debate it. You really are not convinced of this yourself, but you're peddling it, right?
100% convinced.
No, you're not. You're not. So when you're avoiding the question of things like when I'm asking you what the other type of scanning you have, and you say Kanye West did a scan, I'm like, listen, honey, we know that you're not answering the question, right? You're not distracting anyone. We're not at high school, and you're not failing to turn your homework in, right? We know these tactics, Sugar, right? We see them. We use them.
Look, I personally am a big fan of the spec scan, but I don't have to die on that bridge or whatever. I can just say that there's 4 other scans, and that way I can just
But watch this.
counter
But
your.
watch this. It's not a counter. Watch this question I'm going to ask you. What's the other
complete
type
counter.
of scan? What's the other type of scan that you perform at your
There's
your rehab
5.
place?
If there's 5, okay, look at the Harvard article I posted. What scan are they using?
Now, did anyone notice what just happened there?
Yes.
I'll
Now,
look it up.
That's really
Joe,
sad.
Joe, can you
I'll look what the Harvard.
Bobbing and
I'll look what
weaving.
the Harvard neuroscience department is using.
not
and they do
not
very-
a not a single attempt to even just even a shot in the dark. You could have made something up. You could have said the PSAC. You could have said the HBTA3, right? Those are just things I've just made up, right?
Okay, so
Right.
Harvard uses PET imaging. So there you go. That's what you wanted, right?
Answer
No, no, no,
That's
no,
what you
no.
wanted, right?
You understand
That's
that's
what you
different
wanted.
from SPECT, right?
Let's ask the question.
Harvard uses
Harvard uses it,
PET.
Which is not what
I'll-
you guys use,
Harvard.
right? You
I'll
understand?
ask the question.
Harvard also uses the
Sugar. Let him,
fMRI.
sugar. Hold on. Let him ask the question
Let
again.
me ask the question again, and let's see if you can identify what you're doing wrong, right? Right. The
Oh,
spec-
owning you. So Harvard does the fMRI.
Sugar, dude, sugar. Let him ask the question again.
Let me ask the question one more time, right? See if you can understand it, right? Then no, I want Joe to be my, you can be my note taker on this. What's the other type of scan that you use at your clinic? Not your clinic, your rehab place. What's it called?
I don't know.
Right, that's all you had to do. That's all you had to say. Didn't have to start doing this fucking hand waving distraction bullshit. You don't know, but the one that you do know that you use is TFF, right, which is controversial because it has never been proven to do what it's claimed to do in what in to do with diagnosing fucking mental health. It's to do with bone diseases. It's to do with like fucking blood clots. It is never. There is not one peer-reviewed article on it that substantiates the claims that your rehab is using it for to diagnose these
Okay,
things.
so if this is all snake oil, if this what I'm talking about is all snake oil, how was it that Kanye West was able to get tricked into going to the nicest
my
rehab
God,
in the
stop talking about Kanye
country?
West.
The nicest rehab in the country.
I'm in some sort of
where they
fucking danger zone here. I'm losing my mind about fucking Kanye West.
I like how you said
Where they
danger
image
zone because
scan
Tom
the fuck out of
Cruise
his
was the
brain.
example.
I hope this guy's fucking. I hope he's trolling because this is fucking great. This is the.
What about the fMRI, which uses 3D pixel models, which is used by Harvard? What about the PET?
What about
scan?
them? You haven't used them. You
What
don't employ
about-
them.
What about
Highway
my
to
flip that Ray did
the
earlier?
I'm not talking
danger
about
zone.
What about all these things that my facility doesn't use?
I
Like,
never
what
claimed to be
about
an
'em?
expert. I said that our rehab has 2 of these scanning imaging machines, and they give them to
The
people.
ones that
People-
nobody actually takes seriously because all the other ones are very
Right, you've got
expensive
one
to
that you
maintain.
don't know the name of, and one that's controversial because it doesn't do anything that it claims to do. Right, never been proven to.
The reason people are very interested in this stuff is because the reason
Because
we
of
started,
Kanye West. Yes, we know. We heard you the 15th time.
the reason
Man,
we
I
had
went to rehab and shit, and they put dragon energy in my head. Then I knew that
the
it
reason we
wasn't
had started
bipolar. It was sleep deprivation.
having this
Dragon
conversation in the first
energy.
place is because they're desperately trying to find a way to measure mental illness, and they don't have a way right now, and they're trying very hard to do it. And it sucks because it sucks having a disease where, like, if you have cancer, they can measure your white blood cell count and stuff. It sucks with mental illness when our barometers aren't great, and so we can't measure.
That is
May
the
I
most
ask you a
autistic
question? What is
understanding
your
of cancer I've
position?
ever
What
fucking
is your
heard.
position at this place? Are you actually somebody that helps people through their process of rehab at this clinic?
We teach them therapy.
No. You
Oh,
personally,
Jesus.
are you in a position of helping people through rehab, or are you there as admin? What is it that you do there personally?
Yeah, I'm a monitored counselor, so I'm a counselor in training.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So, like,
Basically,
if you were
you're a
to
clit?
if you were to spec scan
You're a
somebody who was
counselor
schizophrenic,
leader in
then
training
they
clit?
declared that they were just sleep deprived. Would that be it? That's the end of the story.
Oh, Kanye West mental health journey, I'm sure will be ongoing for sure.
Oh, wait.
His
So was
mental health
he
journey.
deprived or not? Because if it's mental health was actually his bipolar disorder, just turned out to be sleep deprivation. Like,
Well,
there's no journey to make.
That's been his journey. That's been his journey.
Yeah, well, I mean, journey's over, right? The
How about
spec
your
scan
journey
revealed he's
with,
just fucking
mental
sleep
illness?
deprived. He doesn't have a mental illness.
No, I don't think that. So, like I said, I believe this technology is in its infancy, but I do think it has a good role because this all started with we were talking about how much healing capacity can happen in mental illness, how much can be measured. And I
Okay.
do believe,
Okay.
What's brain balance?
I believe that in 20 years,
Sugar, what's brain balance?
in 20 years, I 100% believe the norm will
buddy,
be
you know what
that
I'm
you
talking
come
about,
in,
Sugar.
and in 20 years, the status quo will be if you have mental illness, they will scan your brain and then they will be like, oh, you have mental illness. And then
Yeah,
they
in
will
the future that doesn't exist yet, maybe something. If Sugar, what's brain balance and how is it measured?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, neither do anyone that operates a specs machine because it's made up.
Okay, what
there's
about the fMRI? What about the PET? What about the
What
other?
about
What are you
them?
talking
You need to explain what you
What
mean. You can't just say
about
what
them?
about them and not tell us what you mean when you say it.
All these machines that scientists are using right now to study mental illness are ways to measure, to scan the brain and look for to be like, wow, this brain has inflammation. Look at this
Right.
inflammation
Right.
causing.
What about it? What about it, Sugar?
I mean, what about it? So hopefully
Sugar,
they're
did you know that
hopeful.
"tude" is short for attitude?
So there are some scientists
Why-
that are so. There's some top scientists in the world that are so deep into this that Kanye West shows up at their door and they go,
Fuck up
and they
about
go,
Kanye
all right.
West, for God's sake.
They go,
God
all
damn it,
right.
dude.
They go, okay, we're gonna scan the fuck out of your brain, and then we're gonna change your diagnosis based on the scan.
Can
Change
you
your
make a
diagnosis.
point about brain scans without bringing up fucking Kanye
Kanye
West?
West.
No, 'cause it's a strong point. It's a strong point.
No, it's not. Okay.
What's a strong
Wait,
point?
here, I think this is the issue. Sugar has perceived results from whatever kind of practices at his facility, so he's going to be very, he's going to be stonewalling this point, right? The fact is, Sugar, what we're saying is that, if there are improvements to, from your facility, you appeal to Kanye West and other individuals that have said that, look, I've benefited from whatever kind of practices, and here, it's going to be difficult for you to argue or show that it was indeed a result of whatever of the treatment you gave rather than some kind of placebo, because there's no external evidence, there's no peer-reviewed evidence to suggest that these practices are actually the cause, as opposed to just something like a placebo.
The placebo is a big factor in all medicine. Yeah.
In some medicine, for sure. I agree with you on that.
No one's
Actually,
gonna
mindset is
disagree
very
with
important.
placebo
Which is why
effect.
I'm not particularly against what you're doing. In fact, even if it's all a lie, right? It doesn't really. If people claim that they are benefiting from it in whatever kind of way, if they feel like it's worth it, then who cares? I mean, the only problem I would have is if there would be an alternative, like let's say, something allopathic from the allopathic practices that would be more beneficial, right? I don't think that, but I don't really think those people are ruling out those options. Usually they're doing that in conjunction with whatever you're offering. So I don't really see a problem.
I think we are all desperately hoping to have a breakthrough in some way to measure mental illness and quantify it.
What the fuck? How do you measure that?
That's what they're working on. That's what this whole conversation is about.
Do you think that the brain and the mind is like the same thing?
I'm sorry. You don't think
Is the brain and the mind the same fucking thing, Sugar?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah?
he's talking about brain scans, but he forgot that we don't have mind scans yet.
Go for it.
Ken, I don't know if that's a
Mental
segue that you
illness
really
brain.
need to take in this.
Down to the physical?
I don't know if this is something. I don't know if we're going to go so far.
About to get in the weeds.
If we go into this, so look, I agree, it's interesting, but I think it's so far from. But
Yeah,
it
no,
does,
I understand.
there is an interesting claim that Dr. Amin makes, right? Because
Understanding that.
I'm sort of glad that Mary Jane is taking it up because Yuri has dropped them.
Oh,
Yuri's not even here.
Good point.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
oh
well, that's
god!
a big dropping of the ball
Oh
there.
no, Mary Jane! No, Jack! No!
And I thought that was a nice little aside.
Did
Mary
did
Jane
you see
offered.
did you see when Vic did an impersonation of Yuri, which is essentially just Yuri doing an impersonation of Vic? It's fucking bizarre.
Wait, what?
I would like to hear that.
It's gotta be like a weird
Yeah, I
feedback
want to
loop.
hear that.
Get Vic to do his impersonation of Yuri next time you see him.
No, Jack. No, Jack. Mary Jane's being an asshole right now, Jack.
Why can everyone
You
do it so
dumb
well? Yeah, so
I'm sorry, Jack.
Sugar, the
Oh,
takeaway from everyone is that you work for a place that sells horseshit science and rips people off out of money, etc., etc. Yeah, we get the deal. Okay.
Really standard rehab. We have to take insurance money from very strict.
No,
insurance.
you can't pay for a
Oh my
specs for
God.
insurance. The insurance companies won't pay for specs because it's unproven.
Yeah, please just look more into specs and realize that they're not actually.
Insurance companies won't pay for any brain
Just
scan.
look into that.
Insurance
That's
companies
not-
won't pay for
that's
any
not
brain
true.
scan.
That's not true.
For a mental illness?
What do you think an MRI is?
For a mental illness?
Well, that's not what you said originally.
I just said we're talking about scans that diagnose mental illness.
No, you said an insurance company won't pay for any illness, and then I said, no, comma, that's not true. And then you said it isn't.
That's some semantic.
Then
we're
you
in
added
a semantic
then you added mental
relevancy.
illness.
Semantic relevancy.
It's not semantic. You just revised your claim.
You know what I'm
That's
talking about.
semantic.
You know what I'm talking about. Insurance companies don't want no part
Wait,
in
Sugar,
brain
can I ask you something?
Then why'd
What do you go to
appeal
school for?
Well, the thing is that you're trying to justify this brain scan thing. Then why did you bring up insurance if you know that bringing up insurance is irrelevant to trying to justify why you use this brain scan thing?
In its infancy, but it doesn't mean that it's not being widely adapted.
Yeah, but you're trying to show that this thing is legit, but you already know that bringing up the fact that insurance, that you have to deal with insurance agencies, isn't going to demonstrate that. Why'd you bring it up anyways?
I mean, I don't know what you're saying.
You don't understand. Okay. The idea is that you're trying to show that that it's legitimate that you're using this brain scan technology.
Yeah, so me personally, I am like Kanye West. I believe in this stuff, and so I look at the images and stuff, and I'm like,
That's
yeah.
irrelevant.
But the thing is that
brainwashed. You guys don't realize he's been brainwashed. He's been brainwashed by the people that he works for. So this repetition of the Kanye West thing is something he's been trained to repeat. He says this daily to people at these clinics.
I don't.
Well,
I do nothing with the
Kanye
brain
West.
scan.
Oh, when you're talking to
I
those
would get
dudes-
fired. I would get fired for even recommending a brain scan to a patient.
You should.
But I do love looking at a brain that you can be like, whoa, this brain's depressed. This brain's healthy.
And you can tell that from these scans, can you?
So Kanye West
No,
believes
you're not medically qualified to make those determinations. Like this is
but
why
the
our mental health
greatest-
system sucks because
Do you
these
think
sorts of people
if you're
work.
Kanye West, you're not going to the best?
I don't give a fuck about Kanye West. Stop bringing him fucking up.
I'm not quite sure why Kanye West is
Bringing
being
up
brought
a
up.
celebrity does not lend any credence to the
Okay,
scientific rigor
okay.
of what you're
So what about Britney Spears? She's in rehab right now.
Oh yeah,
Stop
totally.
bringing up
You like her, don't you, buddy?
The point about Kanye West wasn't because he was an invalid celebrity. It's because he was a celebrity. It's like Ray did a handstand 15 minutes ago.
Hold on. So Britney Spears, Britney Spears is in rehab right now.
And Chums, like, you know, his wait, what was it called? What did he tell me to do, Chum? It worked wonderfully.
My prescription for dealing with mental illness is for 8 to 10 hours a day. You should be either watching anime, smoking weed, playing video games, or masturbating. And
It worked
that helps with
wonderfully
it.
for me.
I would not.
basically supplant mental illness with a different one.
No, that's not. No, that's the cure, sir. I don't know why
Okay.
you're saying that.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
But that's
Yeah, that's
that's
the cure.
actually the
That's the cure.
treatment and the cure. And
That'd be a terrible treatment plan.
I'm very proud of you, Mary Jane. I'm glad that it's working out.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're proud of me.
I don't trust
Sugar,
anything Sugar says now.
Sugar, what is EMDR and how does it help people?
Is that the tapping?
Yes, that's what EMDR is.
That's a naturopathic thing. I don't know, man.
Stop breathing like that.
It comes from
It's not
acupuncture, right?
just tapping thing. No.
No,
It comes from acupuncture.
no,
I
it changes
read
the
a line.
it changes the association of negative thoughts that you've had into
Yeah, that was
positive.
his contribution, but he took the actual tapping from acupuncture. That's been around for forever. The tapping.
Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing.
Oh yes. Oh, that one is really getting popular. That's crossing over to the
Look at the
That's
first
what we're
letter
talking
of
about,
the word.
Sugar.
Just look
Oh
at them.
yeah, that's crossing over into the mainstream. That shit's becoming mainstream. Yeah.
Oh,
They do
It's
the
weird
eye-
how like you're so quick to really just denigrate actual medical doctors. Like all this like weird up and coming like pseudoscience. You're just like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna
Right.
embrace it. Like, it
But
just
your
really.
acupuncture-
Oh my
some
god,
of
it just
the-
makes me so
some of the
aggravated
counselors
because you're
some of the
actually in a
counselors-
mental institution learning how to fucking talk to these people.
Well, some of the counselors that work full time at the rehab do EDMER, and they also do an offset of it called really cool.
I don't really
one.
give a shit about
Oh,
what the fuck
lifespan. They do an offset of EDMR called lifespan integration therapy. That's really popular.
What's that?
What is that?
What's that?
You go to a traumatic experience and you start there, and then you go. It's like a visualization exercise, a sort of a meditation exercise, and you go back.
It sounds like hypnosis.
Hypnosis exercise, and you go back to the traumatic experience.
Hypnosis? This is what you're doing to people?
EMDR is a hypnosis therapy. They use
What
your
the
eye.
fuck?
They use
Guys,
your eye.
I would never trust people to fucking put me under hypnosis. That's fucking
They
weird.
try
That
to
could be okay.
hypnosis you.
Well,
They try to hypnosis you with your
Besides
eyes.
Chum, of course.
This is why people with mental illness aren't getting better. Is because he is the one treating
Yeah,
them.
because of people like Sugar.
No. So they haven't been getting better before, and now we're doing all this
They're
cool
not.
new
They're still not
stuff,
getting.
and they are getting a lot better now.
No,
Mary
they're not.
Jane, do you have socks littered across your bedroom floor from all the
Of course
pairs
I
of
do.
socks?
I'm laying in them.
So,
Oh.
Sugar, what should we think when you can't even run a Twitch account and then put our mental health in your hands?
Talking about, we got 170 viewers.
That's it?
170 viewers. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, and then she didn't keep them,
Twitch.
Sugar.
That's
She
a
got
successful
Yeah,
she got
they're
like
watching it for you,
200
buddy.
viewers to just watch her, watch her just sit around and listen to music, and then you guys got technical difficulties, and she didn't really like try and like convince them to follow or like her page or like subscribe, like follow her on
I'm just
Twitter,
gonna
like
start
anything.
streaming.
So if they all follow her, then then they can see when she streams
Yeah,
next,
Sugar.
and they can come and
Sugar, to be
post all
honest.
these racial things and like lean back baby and like Spanish
Mhm.
flirting stuff like in the chat. That would have been
Sugar,
great.
just speak to Kathleen.
She said the other day that she's even going to give me some of her money. So what up now?
What the fuck? That's exactly what he did.
$12.
Oh, now you've got real skin in the game.
Oh,
So
dude,
what
we
you
put
need-
up we put up her
fucking weird.
PayPal. We put up her
No.
PayPal. People give hella money on that shit.
Wait, you said that like what she's doing on Instagram is worse. I just want to know what the fuck.
Spend it
is
on your
she doing
conversion
Instagram?
therapy.
Not her specifically. What everyone is doing on Instagram.
No,
is
you
worse.
said her specifically. So what is she doing on
Instagram.
Instagram?
Instagram is worse than Twitch for sure. 100%.
What?
What do you mean?
For
It's just a
sure.
website where people put pictures of themselves.
I know, doing much more vulgar things than on Twitch.
What are you talking about?
Well,
On
what can you
Instagram,
do on
people are like in
Instagram?
You don't think that
lingerie
you
and
can do what you're doing on
they're in like
fucking
lingerie
Instagram on
and
Twitch?
shit, man.
I could send you a video of a girl that's streaming dually on ChatterBait and on Twitch, and she's having multiple orgasms live on stream with her tits hanging out, and
on Twitch,
and she gets to 8 to 10,000 viewers before her channel gets terminated. But how much money do you think she made in those 10 minutes than fucking your girlfriend's gonna make in the first 3 months of her Twitch career? Like, it's not
probably
even gonna be
didn't pay her.
close.
They probably didn't pay her anything.
No,
Stop bringing
the
it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Sugar,
in
I
the
have to
league
tell you
leagues,
something.
maybe.
When these cam girls, they have this vagina vibrator, like this little pink vibrator with like a little tail that like sticks out so everyone can know that it's like in her vagina. And that
looks
thing
really
will
cute.
ding and vibrate, and there's gonna be like stream noises. And then everyone knows that she just got paid because you hear the noise, and then it's like a Pavlovian response. She hears the noise, and then it starts vibrating, and then she just starts moaning for like 15 to 20 seconds, and then
Yeah,
and then it's it.
pretending to enjoy it.
Okay, degrees in life matter. Degrees. We're not a black and white world. Okay, if you're a model and you have your clothes on, that's different than if you're a girl fucking yourself.
Wank fodder.
What?
Sounds like black and white.
She's a model?
Okay.
What,
I wish I
what
could make money that
agency
way
is she?
though.
Wait,
That'd
She
be
is a model. She is a model. She's a Twitch model.
Why did you just
Oh,
describe a black and white world?
Twitch
Wait,
model.
so did some
Developer.
agency actually like is she like she's an actual model or is she like an aspiring model?
Oh, she's just a Twitch model.
Yeah, an
And
aspiring model.
and an Instagram model. She takes that shit so seriously.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can be a model nowadays. I could be a model if I fucking wanted.
I mean,
Yes,
if
you
you're getting
could.
paid well, like
Wait.
what does it matter, right?
By she's a model, do you mean that some guy, some like nerd, just like invites her to photo shoots where she just poses super like sexy and naked for him? He takes pictures of her.
Put the yoga pants on, fucker.
Ideally, I think the best way to model is to have the least amount of people see it and make the most amount of money. Right?
I don't know, but every celebrity ever,
Who gives a fuck about celebrities? Why do you keep talking about fucking celebrities?
Yeah,
dude?
wait,
model. They
what are you gonna say
model.
about Britney Spears
about
and brain
fucking
scans? That
dumbass
sounds. I was
celebrities.
really
They
excited.
If that
model.
does not include Kanye West, it is irrelevant.
Why are
model.
celebrities relevant ever?
Sugar,
Why?
do you know that
Only-
Kanye West got arrested shortly after that meeting with Trump? So, I mean, was that part of the brain scan too, or is that just like incidental and like the whole success thing was like the whole like thing we should focus on?
Just need to be hooked up to an EEG constantly, then we can fucking
That's how
determine what is
successful
right
it was.
according to
when
his
that
brain
kid
scan.
got fucking arrested not long
I
ago.
think I would have some good tips for Kanye West, but he's on his way. I think he's on his way.
Who gives a fuck about Kanye West? I don't give a fuck about him.
Doing a lot better because he's doing a lot better.
Yeah, he was just sleep deprived. That was all. Just some melatonin, and he's good to go.
Maybe it was. We don't know. We don't know.
Fallout is fucking famous. I don't blame him for going into
Kanye West didn't have mental illness. He had lazy eye, sleepy, dusty syndrome.
Sugar actually said that he just was sleep deprived. He didn't have anything else. That was it. He was just sleep deprived, according to the brain scan. That was it.
What
Wait, is that
what
really
brain scan did Kanye West get though?
Don't know. Hey, no, it wasn't a spec.
Which-
It probably was a. It could have been a PET. It could have been an
But
AMRI.
what was it though?
I thought you said it was a SPECT.
We don't know. We don't know. There's like 5 different kinds.
Oh,
and they're all
nobody
basically-
knows. Oh, so he was the one who just said the brain scan cleared me. That was the crazy
Basically the
person
same
says, "Hey, no, I'm all better." That's convincing.
The same thing.
I'm skeptical about
They're all
that.
basically the same thing.
Who's it like
You
the
don't know
brain scan
anything
like
about
works? Is this just what you're told, like by like whoever you're selling this shit for, or what?
Well, sugar. Let's take the street epistemology approach for a second. What can I do to what can I do to figure out whether this is genuine medicine or not?
I posted an image of the PET one, and it shows some of the stuff they're doing.
Post some dumbass image because like what's their criteria? Like I don't understand.
Sugar, these
or criterion, sorry.
this image looks like it's a meme.
Not a
It
meme.
it looks like someone's created it to be.
This is the kind of shit that Britney Spears is getting into rehab
I
right
don't give a
now.
fuck about Britney Spears. Stop
Sugar,
talking
do you
about these fucking
understand?
people.
There needs to be a qualified medical doctor to interpret these scans. Like you can't just look at this and be like, "Oh shit, look at all this fucking red and yellow. God damn, they have this mental illness." Like it doesn't just work like that. Okay.
I agree that it's in its infancy. I agree that it's in its infancy, but I'm just saying that in all the top
No,
rehab.
it's not even in. It's not even. That's not my point. It's that you are not qualified to interpret any sort of scan whatsoever. Like, look at these fucking like. It's just like a fucking soundbite of what you link here. These 4-panel fucking. It's 4-panel cringe, is what it is.
I am not
Like,
able
holy
to.
shit, dude! This is not convincing whatsoever.
I'm
This is
not able to interpret. I'm
fucking
not
meme.
enabled to
This is something you share on Facebook.
Well,
This is what your grandma sent you.
Coils, let's
That
be
is
nice
literally
to
a meme.
Sugar. But yeah, Sugar, can you please? I'm just trying to figure out, Sugar. If I'm an outsider, I'm not sure if I should believe this or not. I don't want to ask like Kanye West to see like if he's posting about it, but I want to know what do I look up, or like what should I search for to see if there's any studies that corroborate the types of things that you're saying with, I don't know, just like brain scans that can detect mental illness.
Well, we haven't got that, but he released a dope pair of Yeezys after he had his brain scan.
Spec mental illness. Other ones I can't think of right now.
Yo, you seen the new Red Octobers, you twat?
But I mean, you guys are all very smart people. You must realize that the best rehabs in the country, there must be something there, right?
What rehab? I don't know what
We realize that you're a pseudoscientist. That's what we just realized.
The rehab that Kanye West goes to, that Britney Spears goes to, that
Yeah, the ones that give
Selena
actual
Gomez
treatment.
goes to.
Wait, hold on, everyone. Hold on, Selena Gomez?
Why do you keep bringing this?
Yes,
person up?
she did a mental health rehab recently, stint.
Did she
And
go to
yours is a
yours?
quack one. You work at a quack one. He went to a real one. He got the real
No,
treatments.
none
Real
of these
doctors.
people
He went
come
to
to
one
mind.
where
Hey, in New York.
Instagram
All these
models can
dumbass
fucking
people.
play doctor.
I'm gonna open up a rehab and pretend I'm a doctor. And I'm
No,
gonna
but
tell everyone
seriously.
to do the chum treatment.
We actually have
Thank
one of the best
you.
rehab centers here.
It's a treatment and a cure, but more importantly,
Yeah,
it's a way of
exactly.
life.
Wait. Yeah, I said that it's a treatment and a cure. I don't know if you heard me, but I said that.
That's
after.
awesome. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Same here.
That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, Trim, do you want to like go in on this with me? We can like literally make so much money off of this. We can be great salesmen.
Yeah, probably.
You should call your rehab clinic something
Couples
like
cam
Passion.
streams make a lot of money.
I'll just like
people with
make like
the
some like
addiction-
Twitch stream about like telling people like how great this therapy and cure was for me.
But you have to wear cat ears and you have to get
Of
brightly colored hair
course.
before you go on.
That's brightly colored hair, you said?
Yeah, like
Okay, that's fine. I'll dye
like
my
if you
hair
do
first.
blue or pink or like red is pretty good too. Red gets a lot of attention. Red.
I'll do red.
You know,
With some
red
cat ears.
incites like the impulsive caveman, aggressive male tendency. That's what you really want to exhibit for all these young viewers.
And if you're just trying to make money, look at what
I'll
the
bring it out
demographics
of
are,
them to
like
like
the
make them
audience,
look like
and
they're
then just
crazy.
basically.
You want them to grab their parents' credit card and give you all that information, including the four numbers on the back.
Yes, of course.
And also, they need to include their area code.
4 numbers?
Indeed.
Well,
There's
sometimes it's
area-
3, sometimes
there's
it's
There's
It's
3
a
numbers.
30, not
There's
area
three
code.
too.
Right. Anyway.
And it's usually 3 numbers, not 4.
Yeah.
like.
It's okay. I knew what he was saying.
Mary Jane, have you ever dyed your hair?
Yeah, I used to be bleach blonde actually. Worst decision of my life.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like when I was like
Mary
15,
Jane,
I think.
this girl that I was talking to today has a YouTube page with 100 subscribers, and she has platinum blonde hair.
Oh really? Whoa.
That's
Nice.
that's
Is she
like
hot?
she's pretty cute.
But you like Game of Thrones?
Never mind.
She looks like a 20-year-old 20-year-old version of like the middle-aged soccer mom with but she doesn't have the earrings like the little special fancy earrings that they usually have. Now they'll have like some kind of elaborate earrings. You know what I mean? Like with like a bunch of little chains
like
and like little diamonds or whatever hanging, but it's like a
Yeah,
chandelier or something.
Mm-hmm. Chandelier. This reminds me of Yuri every time I hear chandelier. Sorry.
Why is that? Did he
Yo,
did he
bro.
swing something for you?
His light
Don't explain
fixture,
that.
his light fixture in his room broke, and he didn't know what to call it, so he called it his chandelier. So he's like, my chandelier broke.
That's great.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like Yuri in his room typing to us about intentionality, and there's just this giant, elaborate chandelier swinging back and forth above him.
He's got a butler.
It's just like
Someone's playing piano. There's maids. All the floors are marble.
I'm sorry, Jack. My chandelier broke.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
Chandelier broke, right?
Right.
What happened was the chandelier, like the chandelier, it broke. I'm real sorry about that.
I'm sorry, bro.
What? Yeah. Like what? What happened? No.
Oh, that's
What
just vacuum.
happened?
No, JJ, no. I like it when he gets all like flustered. You should have heard him like 2 days ago. He's all like, "Oh man, I'm so much."
Oh my god, he was so scary a few days ago.
Oh man, I'm like shaking, Jack. I'm shaking.
Possibly one of the most exciting times to be on Discord, witnessing Yuri navigate.
Oh, what's great?
Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri's great. Ray, have you noticed whenever Sugar links his girlfriend's stream, it's like, "Let's party!" and then there's at least 2 exclamation marks, and there's like a heart or something. And
I don't know who
top.
Sugar's stream is. I don't know what Sugar's Twitter is. I don't know any of that stuff.
Oh, you don't want to know. Don't subject yourself to
I don't think it matters. It doesn't really matter to what he's been saying today.
You're such great content that I will let you come on stream and talk to our 200 viewers. You're welcome, Randy.
Yeah, I think that you actually could. You could
I'd
get some
fucking,
general
I'd
excitement.
get my fucking Logitech out.
If someone, if we come into the stream, you're gonna get viewers, but it's just gonna be us like arguing with your girlfriend about something. Probably.
So
Wait,
yeah,
Sugar.
Do you think she
Would
would
you let
take it
me on
well?
the stream?
I want nothing more than to incorporate Modus Pones to the streams because you guys are some of the most entertaining people for great content.
Yeah,
But
exactly. You just want to use them for like.
I need
money.
my girlfriend for all the views. She gets all the views. And then the problem becomes
Nah, we can just do this with me, and then I'll actually give you guys some money, right? Instead of just taking it out for yourself like some dumb bitch, like your dumb girlfriend and you. Holy shit.
Everybody knows
Very
what
serious.
you need
You're a
is some
piece of
fucking
shit,
JJ
Sugar.
up in your stream.
Mary Jane, if you need any help streaming, I'll teach you.
I don't need
Also,
help. I don't want your help. I would never want to do that. But wait, would you let me onto the stream with your girlfriend? I'll have my tits like, you know, hanging out and like wear cat ears and
100%,
shit.
if you'd be nice.
That'd be
But
really
what if
cute.
like, they're like,
Please
wait,
say
the
yes.
only reason
Please
I'm
say
here
yes.
is
Mary Jane, I
Say
have
yes.
how would your
Say
girlfriend
yes. Say yes.
I got a real talk.
What if I'm actually to steal all your girlfriend's viewers?
Jack, you cut out right before Mary went on cam. You missed it the other night.
Oh my god.
Real
I'm jealous.
talk though, some of the insults she's received in the chat alone have really upset her.
Well, what the fuck does she expect? What do you mean?
She's
She
gonna
looks
be.
dumb as
She's
fuck
gonna
with those
quit in 2
dumbass
weeks.
cat ears, just like sitting there
A
dancing.
sensitive soul, Mary Jane.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Well, she's a sensitive soul and she shouldn't be doing that. She's setting herself up for that. I don't feel any pity for her whatsoever. It's fucking pathetic.
Mary Jane is just
Whoa. I'm sorry. You think it's
savage.
pathetic? Make a bunch of money just talking on a camera? What the fuck?
No, that's not what she said was
She's
pathetic.
not just doesn't she dance too?
Oof.
What do
No,
you
she got
mean?
200 viewers. She stopped dancing because
She
people made
stopped
fun of her.
dancing. Oh, she
People
stopped
should
dancing.
Dirty ass shit.
She
Yeah.
shouldn't
You
have
dumb
stopped.
bitch. Why
Why'd
didn't
she
you know
ever
that?
stop?
Because apparently we live in a country where people can't fucking dance anymore. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Wait, what
Wow,
was she
so
wearing in this
fucking
stream? I didn't
Love
even
to
get to
bash.
see it for
You guys love
myself.
to bash the liberals and
So
all your
put-
fucking. All you do is
Shut
bash
the
the
fuck
liberals, and
up.
yet you
What are you
can't
talking
handle a
about?
little
Kevin Bacon.
I don't
What are you
bash the
talking
libs. I
about?
own them.
cleavage and a little dancing.
I
You're so
never
dumb.
bash any liberals. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not you, Mary Jane, of course.
What? Liberals suck.
Yes, and you can't handle a little cleavage and a little fucking dancing.
A little
Jesus.
cleavage? No, I can
I
handle
thought
a
the
little
liberals
cleavage.
were
That's why
for
I asked
cleavage.
if you would let me go onto the stream with your girlfriend with my tits hanging out and
Totally.
with cat ears and everything, just like her.
Totally, of course.
Okay.
But what
Is
do
she
shitty ass
streaming
liberals have
tonight?
to do with anything?
Well,
I think that
instead
you,
of
Yeah, wait, what?
Mary Jane,
you're,
I think we should stream tonight Modus Pones, and you can be the star.
Would
Oh,
you
perfect.
stop calling it Modus Pones? It's Modus Ponens. Jesus.
Modus Ponens.
So fucking dumb.
it's a magic spell. It's actually called Modus Ponus.
That's what Kathleen calls it, right?
Modus Ponus?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. If it's not Kathleen, it's somebody else. That's dumb.
Oh, yo, Mary Jane,
Yeah.
what would you do if a man was in your inbox casting magic spells on you?
Casting magic spells on me. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
like
got some feeling
God,
fab
what
for
are
you
you
here,
doing?
baby.
abracadabra,
Come
alakazam.
party.
Your booty cheeks are now 2 steamed hams.
What the fuck is this? What is she wearing? What the fuck is this
She's
bitch wearing?
partying, Mary Jane. Being
What
such
is
a
she wearing?
liberal.
She's wearing lingerie on camera? What the fuck is this shit?
Wait, hold on. Link.
What is
Yeah.
this?
I'm gonna have to open up
Wait,
my
so will you
browser.
let me go on cam?
Imagine
tonight?
The literal Twitch bot.
She doesn't
Yeah,
even
you
have
have to show that to us, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, can you link? Can you link to us?
What
what you
is
look-
this? What am
Yeah,
I
just post it in
Constructive
chat.
criticism
That'd be great.
incoming.
What the fuck am I looking at right now?
You're
We're
looking at
120 Twitch
No,
viewers.
thanks,
What are you looking
thanks,
at?
Ray.
120 Twitch viewers? Like, I don't even feel like that's that much. Like,
Wait.
especially for wearing lingerie on camera.
Now,
I feel like
if you,
have way
Mary
more-
Jane,
It's not that much.
Mary Jane,
It's not.
have you ever, Mary Jane, have you ever dabbled in ChatterBait? No, I don't mean done it, but I mean, have you ever seen ChatterBait or?
No, I've never seen ChatterBait.
Okay, what you're watching now is essentially ChatterBait light.
Oh, this
She's
is not.
This is like
what she's doing is scamming rubes out of their time. They think they're gonna get a cum show. They're not. They're
no,
not.
Yeah, she's just teasing the fuck out of them, giving them all blue balls. Fucking bitch.
Her and every other streamer on Twitch.
Can we
Ninja
get
is not
Mary?
giving her.
Wait, so like appeal to popularity? Like, I don't understand like why.
Can
like,
we
every
get
other, like,
Mary Jane onto ChatterBait so that she can improve things? Since she's objecting to the way other people on ChatterBait.
I'm looking on Twitch right now, Jack, and I just find this all just very pathetic and just weird.
I know.
And
Well,
I'm
go
sure
You
ahead.
could
someone
you
would
could
be
be a
okay with like their girlfriend doing this on cam and then making money off of her. It's fucking weird.
AJ,
and
go
just-
and look at the other girls.
I don't give a fuck about what other girls are doing. Why is that relevant?
This is their
Why the
clip. This
fuck
is
would
the
other girls
highlight,
be
right?
relevant in this?
you could like you could like
Competition.
lead the charge for reform, Mary,
You're right, Jack.
so that things
it's
so that guys
capitalism.
don't
It's
get
highest form.
blue ball.
Hey Jack, I would hop on cam for you, bro.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Yuri, because Mary Jane was taking
Did someone
the
mention me?
charge.
Oh no, I heard everything, Jack.
No, but before
That'd be
she
very
was
entertaining.
no, before she was talking about intentionality.
Jack, you can say your sorry, sleepy
Yeah,
voice
I
and
was
put it somewhere
asking
else.
Sugar.
She was saying that the mind is not the brain because you weren't here to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Jack.
asking Sugar if he believes that the brain and the mind are the same thing, if he thinks that mental states can, like, you know, be reduced down to the physical. And he
Mary
said,
Jane, I'm like you. I believe in a soul.
what are you talking about? I never said anything about a soul. What the fuck are you
Sugar,
talking about?
when are the soul scans for mental illness going to be coming out?
Someday Yuri will be able to
Jack,
defend the view that
Jack,
the mind is
Jack,
not the
go to
brain.
sleep, Jack. Go to
I
sleep.
take
It's
the
8:30.
soul to be the same as the mind.
Wait. So are
And
you,
Mary
are
Jane,
you
you should
all
just assume that
saying
also.
if you go to heaven, your mental illness goes with you? Because your the mind and the brain are not the same thing?
That's a fucking good point.
If your soul goes to,
What?
your soul would go to heaven. You wouldn't be going to heaven.
Yeah, your soul and mind are the same thing.
Jack, look at what she's wearing in this clip.
Who?
That's what I'm saying, Joe. What the fuck is this shit?
What's her name
Sugar's,
again?
This is fucking weird. I posted it
It's
in
Princess LV.
I think it's Sugette.
LV?
Jesus.
So the point of the stream is to do what?
Party.
I thought she was gonna roll herself up in that blanket and like jump around on the bed or do something cool, but she's not.
I'm sorry. You guys can't handle a swimsuit? Is that what this world has come to now?
That
I'm
is
gonna try to handle it.
Wait, that doesn't look like a swimsuit to me.
Wait.
Yeah, Ray, she was going to do a Joe
Sugar, that's
Sunseed.
not
Is
a
that what
You
you're
can't do
hoping for?
laps in that.
Sugar, that's not a swimsuit. What are you talking?
That's a swimming pussy suit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Yuri's right. That's not a fucking swimsuit, which she was just wearing in that video. She's wearing like some weird lingerie on cam. Why would you ever be okay with that? Why would you support this? Why do you want to make money off of her?
Why does Sugar's girlfriend date a homosexual?
Yeah, it's tons of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's a good question.
Wait, what's tons of fun and a lot of fun? Seeing your girlfriend on cam and have all these
I,
guys like getting
I
like, you know,
genuinely
No,
care about some of the
dating a
people we have in
homosexual.
our.
you generally
Mary
care about some people that you have in what community?
Okay, Sugar,
Mary
I want
Jane,
you
he's
to know.
saying that it's tons of fun to date a homosexual.
Apparently.
Sugar, I want you to know. I tried to take a screenshot of this stream and post it into the chat, and
Oh, she's
Discord
not even
actually
live, dude.
blocked me from posting it in chat because it deemed it too explicit.
I know
She's
exactly
not even
what you're
live.
referring to.
Why is she not live, Dom?
Sugar, you mean?
Tell her to go live. I want to be a guest on her.
Tell her to get a whiteboard.
I thought she was
and
live.
she can put the
JJ, did you just yell at Tom for her not being live, JJ?
What?
You're like, why is she not live, Tom?
Don't bring me into this.
I said dummy.
It sounded like you said Tom. It's like, why are you getting mad at Tom?
Oh
Tom,
shit!
Dom, they sound the same, you know.
Wait,
I
did she talk
say-
about like anything interesting at all, or did she just?
I
Like,
say
say
we
weird
hang on
language?
Discord.
She should get one of those wheels she
use,
spins, and it can be the favor
mean,
that she does for the tip, and she can have a whiteboard with the highest tippers behind her, things
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, it's not. It doesn't say highest tippers. It says biggest D of the month.
not say that.
Does that refer to
That's
breast
not-
size? What does that refer
No,
to?
it's biggest donator.
Dick, Yuri, and Mary.
Yeah, I don't think a D would be a breast size for that.
Clip isn't even playing.
The force of saying biggest D isn't the biggest donator, but
If you look closely, you can see Sugar in the closet behind.
Oh, what a perv.
No, but
So you're talking about this video, this clip has 121 views.
That's it. That's the other thing, Sugar. That's not a lot of views for how attractive your girlfriend is.
That's what I'm saying.
We're obviously we've only been streaming for 4 days. We've only been streaming for 5 days.
Where are you training
what,
her,
what
Sugar?
content? Wait, hold on, stop. Let's get to my. What content is she fucking providing? What?
I
What?
do
is
like
she-
this
Figuring it out. We're figuring it out.
Figure it out.
Party.
Hi. I just want to
Hi,
talk.
come party with me.
Listen, Sugar.
I would love if
That's the
most could be a
content
part
that
of
she's
it.
providing.
Sugar, you're gonna have to get her in here, and we're gonna have to talk to her because there's something wrong going on with this girl's life. We're gonna sort her out. We're gonna get her a brain scan.
No,
We're gonna scan her brain. We're gonna get her on supplements. We're gonna poke her eyes or whatever that bullshit was you were talking about earlier.
But, hold on, Sugar. If you want us to help her with her stream, she has to come in here.
She's like a solid
You guys are very funny, but you're also, can drive people to suicide.
I'm gonna make a Twitch right now.
We haven't driven anyone to suicide.
What's her pussy like, Sugar?
This is what I'm talking about. Mary Jane, we can
haven't
ride
driven.
Mary Jane's coattails to the top, boys, to the top.
We haven't
What?
driven.
What did he just say?
We could ride you. Modus Powens could ride you to the top of Twitch, Mary Jane.
He
Why
wants
the
to
fuck
ride
isn't
you,
this picture
Mary.
posting of this bitch?
Mary,
Why isn't that
I've got a
working?
nice corn strap for you.
Corn
For
strap?
when he
What the
rides
fuck
you. Yeah.
Yeah, ride it hard, fellas. Let's ride it hard.
What the fuck does this mean? This is so weird.
It's
For
all
the
about
sex position or for what?
Post. This is
It's all
interesting.
about it's all about internet clout. You guys could be the hottest Discord on the block.
We already are. What are you talking about?
Now Sugar's calling it Modus Powens.
Why won't he just post?
Modus
We're being
Powens.
blue politics. Just wanted to let everyone know.
Oh my
What
god,
the
you already
fuck is
know.
that,
That's
Sean?
Jack's job. Oh, that's your corn strap that you're gonna have for when Sugar rides you.
Ew, what the
All right, my analysis is
I'd
complete.
rather
I would definitely fuck her, but she is fucking dumb.
You know, country girls.
Her
do
name should have been
that.
Deep Thoughts, spelled THOATS.
That would be a great name, Tom. That's actually a really good idea, Tom. She should actually name it.
Thank you, Yuri. Thank you.
Change
Oh,
the
thank
fucking
you.
name, Sugar.
Is LV her initials? Because that was a mistake.
Oh, you don't know what LV stands for?
No.
Lover.
No.
What does it stand for?
I'm not
Lick
gonna tell you.
vagina?
Lube
Does anyone know what
vagina?
it stands for?
It's got to be
Wait,
something
Sugar.
vagina.
Large vagina.
Wait, Sugar.
Large vagina.
That's what
Sugar, I want to
vagina.
give her a follow on Insta to support her. What's her Instagram?
No, I can't. She wants to.
Why?
remain
I
very
want to give
private.
her a follow and support her. So that's like where like all of her like.
She's gone to great lengths to keep her privacy.
What do you
No, you
mean? She was
haven't.
literally
She's
saying that
Twitch
she would
singer.
give her
She's
Instagram
not
out
right.
on like the last stream, like she was giving it out and shit.
She's
Wait, what
literally
is it?
walking around in her pants, and she cares about her privacy.
Yeah, no, she would not. Maybe like
Wait.
in like a long time. I don't know. She's
Yo,
got a
buddy,
really cool
bust a nut over
Instagram.
me, but don't ask
Well,
for
I
it.
want to see her Instagram.
She has a cool Instagram. What?
I want to see how cool her Instagram is. Can you give me what it?
I
Like,
know. No, I can't.
Why?
At this time, maybe she'll change her mind, but at this
Wait,
time,
why
she's,
can't I get it? Doesn't
she's
she
on
want
this
more
crazy
viewers, more
privacy.
supporters,
She's
more
on this
followers?
crazy privacy thing right now. So
Crazy privacy thing. What do you mean? She's fucking wearing lingerie and cam. What are you talking about?
here that one of these fucking weirdos is gonna come at her.
What he's
Yeah,
saying
she's
is she's
wearing fucking
relapsed
lingerie on cam.
and she's back to being paranoid.
I don't think you understand. We get money from having these people on cam.
Yeah, I love how you said we get money. Instead
Not
of, like,
me.
he gets
She gets money, but
you
she.
said we. You said we. You said we.
No, she
You're literally
doesn't.
pimping your girlfriend out. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I'm not pimping her out. Okay, she literally was like,
Yes, you are.
Like, I got to do something creative and yada yada yada, and we
This
decided.
isn't creative. Do you think this is
Very creative.
Do you think this is creativity going on cam with lingerie on? What the fuck are you talking about?
She's breaking new ground.
This is like the least
Pimping her
thing
out.
ever. This is what everyone else is doing, right? Like you said, this is what everyone else is doing. How the fuck is that creative?
I mean, eventually we'll be getting.
Wow.
Eventually we'll be getting more creative.
Yeah,
Getting
by
more creative, like
more
what?
creative, you mean larger dragon
Little
dildos
strip
in her
tease or
ass.
something? How's she
Twitch,
gonna get more creative?
First stream, she's
Twitch is
gonna have
very
to sell
tame.
a can of
Twitch-
Pringles.
Her lingerie is just gonna get a little bit more creative. That's all.
I'm more
Okay,
creative.
but honestly
You'd have
though,
to-
she does put a lot of thought into her
Her,
outfit. and stuff.
her
She
choice
puts
to
a lot
men
of
might
thought.
be
A
creative
lot of
too.
thought into what
There's
she's
two
not.
items, Sugar. The outfit is 2 items, literally.
Not only that, but it literally looks like those like the fucking shorts that she's wearing with the fucking like bralette literally go together. That doesn't seem like too much thought.
Hey,
Unless you're
well,
talking about,
this is the
THOT
experiment.
thought.
I'm
Oh,
always offering
shit.
Ellie. I'm always offering Ellie or anybody else. You get on Twitch, see how many viewers you get. Right?
Oh, you really want me to
Yo,
do that?
Sugar, why aren't we
Yes.
mods? Why aren't
Oh,
we mods
And
for
shit.
I will
Sky,
make you
bro?
a bet. I will make you
I
a
don't
bet,
think
Mary
you
Jane.
want me
If
to
you
do
can
that,
get
my
over
sugar.
100, I will give you some.
Sugar,
Mary Jane,
sugar.
I will give you an overlay and I'll teach you to set up your OBS shit, and then you stream for 20 minutes and
She needs a computer first.
you'll be at over 100 viewers.
Easily.
Oh, I mean, I think
1,000.
I'll
like,
make
it
your
took her
fucking
long,
panels.
but help
All
me
you have to
with
do
that.
is
All
just
right, well,
click start streaming.
Let's set the terms. Let's set the
And then-
terms, Big
Oh
Chum.
man, two thoughts going at it, bro.
Also, Big Chum, you
Shut
know,
up, Jerry.
we
Okay.
can use your expertise.
We're about to have a good old-fashioned cam war duel, boys.
Like, hey boys, if you're at 5% battery or less, come into my stream. No.
Big tits versus big lips.
Dude, you call these girls thoughts and all this shit. You're just jealous you can't make money talking in front of a camera.
What are you
Yeah,
talking about? I call her a thought, and I could definitely make money doing this too, but I would never fucking do this myself. What
That
the fuck?
comment was excluding you, Mary Jane. I was directing that comment at all the guys.
Well, I call her
Yes,
a
I
thought
wish I could talk in a cam and make money. That's correct.
Imagine being so privileged you can talk to the camera and make money.
Wait, Sugar, I literally just called her a thought. So why aren't you also directing this towards me?
Because your criticism is valid.
Look, Ray.
Wait,
Ray
why
found
isn't
one
their
already. Her
criticism
name
valid?
is
They're saying the same thing that I'm
Velvet7.
saying.
And she has
Oh.
1,300 viewers. She's wearing cat ears. She has bunny makeup on her face. She just angled her camera lower, which was great. Definitely gonna get her more viewers. She has a
Now-
timer on the stream that's counting down from 4 hours. What's that have to do with? No fucking
We're not
idea.
sure. No idea.
She has a fucking Korean flag, and she has a stuffed Pikachu doll, and it looks like
There's a
food
cat?
and glad
There's a
bags
cat?
in her fucking drawer. Yeah, she has
Now-
a cat.
Mary Jane has a cat, so that makes her even better.
I'm not sure why people watch this stream or what the demographic is. It's befuddling. I'm not sure what is captivating the audience here, or even what you would do with 3 minutes alone.
I'm
Wait,
not
did you
sure.
like talk about anything interesting, Sugar? What did you talk about? I would be like sitting on my phone with my kids out, like drinking like some like Go Brahmi.
Why are
like,
people
Coke
watching
or
this
something,
girl
anything
stream?
a little interesting. What is she talking about?
1,300 viewers.
She is super heavy on the audience interaction. That's what it is.
I don't know why people would like her stream.
Wait, Sugar, I just really want to know. What did your girlfriend talk about?
I'm dying right now.
Oh, I know. Wait, she has the blue Yeti. That's why.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, that's a good idea. Having a blue yeti.
Hey, well, hold on. I've identified my color palette.
She has a good tripod in the background. That's a tripod I would use.
Sugar, when is your girlfriend gonna be live?
She has the Korean flag. She has a cat tree, like Molly taught me about. She has like a professional camera thing going on. She has a professional gamer seat. Right now, she's
Look,
doing like
she does
anime,
exercise.
anime dances.
Check out one of those just randomly selected clips there that she hasn't.
Oh, what else? Oh, well, her makeup's on point. It's really good.
Oh, she's just leaned into the camera. Okay. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for her when she comes back.
Look at what she's wearing. All right. I mean, look at that.
What are you trying to say? What are you fucking saying?
Here we've
Sugar?
identified the reasons that she has 1,200 viewers. Yeah, I've circled it. Oh wait, hold on. My red pen didn't come through. I have to read.
She's brought the ice cream. She's brought the ice cream.
Sugar, basically, if you want your girlfriend to have more viewers, you gotta make her do exactly what this.
She's showing the ice cream. Everyone's very excited to know what ice cream she has today.
Damn, school.
And she just angled the camera lower. That's
Oh,
that's
she's a
exactly what
hot
the
mess,
viewers want.
isn't she?
Hey, but do you know how much money she's making right now? Like
No
stupid.
idea.
Wait, you think
Tell
this is all? Wait, so do you just like value money and that's like it? Like,
Yes,
is that,
welcome to society, Mary Jane.
She's not really attractive. She's kind
welcome
of
to society? What is that supposed to
Look
mean?
at her.
What is subathon time? What is
It's
that?
she has a $500 shopping goal where you can give her $500 to shop for when she takes her trip to the Toronto Mall.
Oh, that makes sense.
What
She
the
has.
fuck? Are you serious? Wait, does she like change like in the does she bring her camera like in the changing room with her or something?
No, it's just a sub. A
Oh,
donation
look
goal.
at that! Look at that audience interaction right there. Offering
It was
ice
almost
cream.
like he was feeding me. Yes, Joseph.
She
Oh,
has
be
a
careful.
scuff on her
You
shirt.
get brain freeze. Yeah, what's that dirt from, whore?
Is she even speaking English? I have it on mute.
Who
It's
knows?
irrelevant if she speaks English.
She could be making like Chinese noises and it wouldn't make a difference.
It doesn't matter.
The incoherence of like people not understanding her would probably bring her more viewers.
Wait, Sugar, what does your like girlfriend speak? Like, does she speak English?
This girl could have.
Yeah, but wait, Sugar, what does your girlfriend talk about?
Marginally.
Does she
Sugar, I
talk
want
about
you to.
He's got the rhythm, Joe.
I've just
Yo,
realized.
I am on. I am on the stream with my girlfriend, so I'm talking. She's talking. Our friends are talking.
That sounds
multiple people-
horrible. That's like some
Sugar, I want you to know. Discord let me paste the screenshot of this without any editing, where your girlfriend's one needed to be edited because it was too explicit, and she
Wow,
has
that's a glitch.
probably
That's a glitch.
40 times as
Girl,
many viewers
this
as your
girl is
girlfriend.
clearly more sexual than anything my girlfriend has worn.
And she's monetized herself. No, your girlfriend could be rivaling her. She could be the mini milk to her mega milk. Like
Hey,
it
I would
could happen.
I would have no problem
But
if
it
my
has to deal,
girlfriend
Sugar,
was
with marketing and management.
was
Okay, and she
Velvet
doesn't have
Seven.
the right management. I'm sorry to say it, but
girlfriend was Velvet 7, I'd just be proud.
you need to
So
take
proud.
about 2 hours before she goes live next stream and set up an overlay and like a little something at least on like Streamlabs for OBS. Like there needs to be a little zombie running when somebody follows her stream. People want to see that. like it's got like it just has to be a barrage on all their senses and like an affront to their sensibilities. And that's what's gonna get her viewers.
You're a hot girl. You're on the
You're a
internet
hot
anyway.
girl.
Anyways, right? Why not make money on it? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like fucking just start streaming with my tits fucking laying out
Why
on the
did you just-
table
why
in front
no-
of
we're
me.
doing it, Mary.
Why would I ever do that?
Well, the table is good for support
Wait.
for your breasts.
You're on the internet
sure
anyways.
there's
Mary
some
Jane.
way we
I'm
could
on the
convince
internet
you to do
anyways.
that.
Like, how is that relevant?
So you can literally be sitting there
This is
doing
this is a
exactly
great
what
gotcha
now.
for liberals, right? Huh? Don't objectify women. Let me hurry up and objectify myself for money, right?
Who is this
Why would I
person?
ever want to do something like
Yeah,
that?
nobody
Just
cares
go be
about
a
that.
fucking stripper and make more money. What are you saying?
Oh, there's a quantitative difference between being a stripper and getting
how?
money for.
Like, how is there? What are you talking about?
Because you'd be getting money for doing money what you're exactly what you're doing now. You'd
What
be
do you
doing
mean? She's fucking. She's on camera. What are you talking about?
Sugar.
Dude,
No, you, Mary Jane, you wearing whatever clothes you're wearing now, no difference.
I'm wearing
Yes,
a
no,
men's
Mary Jane.
fucking wrestling T-shirt. That
Do
is, like,
do
a
normal
fucking
people
extra
wear
large.
shirts like
That's
that?
even better,
Do
Mary.
normal people wear shirts
Yes.
like that?
Mary Jane,
Doing
actually,
wearing
I'm
nothing
wearing
different.
a men's extra large wrestling T-shirt with
that sounds awesome, Mary
leggings
Jane.
on.
That's
Like,
fine.
That sounds
can't see
perfect,
anything.
actually.
Hold
Mary
on,
Jane,
hold on.
Absolutely fine.
I think we
So-
can work with that. All right, we'll put you up.
I think we
you
can
know,
work with it too.
I
for
think
sure,
actually for the first stream we should just insult Sugar and in Sugar's business sense, and we'll make you wear 20 shirts for 2 hours for the first stream, and
I
you'll
like that
be
idea. That's a great
you'll be
idea.
doing audience interaction. You can get a little fake mustache or whatever. I don't. We'll figure some tricks out for you. I mean, we'll make it work. And like, if people donate to you, you take one of your shirts off. So they've
Ooh.
nice donation. Like one of my
That's
shirts coming
fucking
off. You got
genius.
19 more shirts, boys.
Yes, I'm stealing that idea for Princess's stream.
That's
Well,
scuff.
Look, the
on the
idea,
side
the,
of
the point of the
ruined.
managing decision, Sugar, isn't just that you don't have any good ideas. It's you don't know how to implement any of your ideas. So, like, you could steal anything you like, and
The idea is
it's
that he
just not
doesn't
gonna work.
have. Right.
Exactly. I mean, there's just a clear lack of imagination. Sure. I mean, I wanna help
I'm
you. I
gonna
think that we can
implement.
come to
I'm gonna
some kind of
implement the
agreement.
fuck out of that idea. Just
but-
wait till Monday night. We're gonna have so many shirts on, and they're all coming off.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
and
that's-
he's just like so creative. And it's
It's just to show like how you think that like the only way that your girlfriend could get views is by being risque, but it's not just being risque. It needs to be an assault on the viewer's senses. That's
And because you came up with that idea, and I'm stealing it from you, you are welcome to come on the Discord and chat if you want.
Wait, no, you should give him money.
Money,
At least
money.
50% of the profit. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not giving him 50% of the profit.
What are you talking about? That's what you guys should do.
Wait, why would you
Otherwise,
get
you're
any
literally
profit?
just stealing his idea. You're a piece of shit.
Totally stealing it. Totally.
Sugar.
Then
you should,
I'm just gonna go on your girlfriend's stream and just steal all of her fucking viewers because I have boobs and she doesn't have any fucking tits.
Ooh, shots fired.
Mary Jane is not serious.
I'm not serious. I would never do this.
I would
Well,
argue that there are an equal amount of people that like small boobs versus big boobs, so
Well,
you might
yeah,
still have
obviously.
viewers.
And I'm so excited, man. I'm gonna gather like so much lotion and so many socks.
Oh, gross.
I would never do
Socks.
anything like this because I.
Wait. Do you do the lotion and the sock, Yuri?
No, I don't. I'm just fucking around. I've never done it.
Okay. No, you
I've
either do
never
the
done
sock
either.
or you do the lotion.
Well, yeah, I've never done either, so I don't know how it even
Lotion
works.
and the
to be
sock
honest.
doesn't really work.
Yeah.
I've never used lotion.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah, just use.
I mean, technically it works, but it just creates a lot of mess.
Okay,
No, it
so
doesn't. It just doesn't work.
Sugar.
Yeah, I
Another
can't
problem
admit
is
anything when I use lotion. It's sad.
it doesn't sound like your girl picks the best times to go on. Like Monday, you said you were going to go on next. Why aren't you going on now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
actually a
saying
good
like,
point.
let's party. It's Saturday night, boys. Come
Let's party Monday after
Mary Jane's about
dinner.
to wreck all of you guys.
Early bird special. So
Come on, take shots with me.
Yeah, Sugar, when is your girlfriend going to be live again?
Let's party to Kanye West.
Oh
basically
yeah,
like
come
every-
take brain scans with Kanye West and me. That sounds great.
Sugar, when is she going to be live again?
Let's go get brain scans while we're wasted.
Oh my God, we'll show up to the.
I'm just going to point out another problem, Sugar. When is she going to be live again?
Her brain
The
scans
most
never
jealous
reveal
shit
that she
I've
has
ever heard.
alcoholism.
We don't have a set schedule, but she's on most nights.
Right, that's a fucking problem.
Guys,
Yeah, Sugar, I
could
got
just
bad
easily
news for you,
turn my
man. Mary
camera
Jane
off
just
and
gonna
tell you
wreck you, man.
have to do something else, but I'm changing underwear, and I'm gonna tell you.
I am fully supportive of the Mary Jane stream. I'll do anything to help.
Yeah,
I
Mary
don't
Jane's
want
more attractive than your
What are you
girlfriend.
talking about? Wouldn't want your help.
Don't be mean.
I don't need your help. You're
I
implying
said
that I
Mary
would
Jane's
need
more
that.
attractive than her girlfriend. How's that mean? That's a fact, bro. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Huh?
Yeah, but
I've
it's
seen
used in
one-
context.
I've
It's like
seen
irrelevant.
one
Yeah, so
picture.
facts can be mean.
Oh,
So
man,
even if
she
it is
did
a
a
fucking
Mary
fact,
Jane.
Yuri,
Hold on,
it doesn't
Suzanne.
mean it's not fucking mean. Right, Yuri?
JJ, don't do it, bro. I'll mention
Right,
shit.
Yuri?
Wait, why
Just
did she?
bow down and agree, Yuri.
Yeah, JJ, you got me, man.
Thank you.
She's dancing right now, and she's
Wait, what
eating
did
maple
Yuri just
leaf.
do?
That's false, Christian.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you like your points you got?
Wait, what the
Did it-
fuck did Yuri just do?
You just said I don't know some random shit. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I didn't feel like he did anything. I'm confused.
Oh, he just said some dumb stuff.
What's
and then
her
JJ
No,
called him out.
I didn't. What I said was that Mary Jane is far more attractive than Sugar's girlfriend. That's what I said.
And
Yeah,
you
but
hated on me for
the
it.
dumb
Don't
stuff was
be
you
mean,
defending
and you
the
said it
relevance
wasn't
of it.
mean. It's a fact.
That was the joke part, man.
Oh.
That's why I
Jokes are
laughed
funny,
when I even
Harry.
said it.
Jokes are funny.
Guys,
Wait,
Velvet
wait,
number 7 is dancing right now. Just letting you know.
Yeah, she's a true Canadian. She's eating maple syrup candy. These just chatting streams are indistinguishable from the thumbnails from something on Chatterbait, apart from the fact they haven't got dildos going in their cunts.
Yeah, that's a huge difference, bro.
Well, the huge difference is the dildo, but it's not that huge of a difference if you think about it.
Yeah, Chum, get Laura in here. Laura can teach us about chatting.
If you think about it.
Oh man, that one chick Laura, she was
Hey,
lit.
if I could make money masturbating on a camera, I would do it. I think.
You can.
Yeah, you
can. Don't you know that
I
you
would
can?
do it.
Are you?
No,
totally
Sugar, you
could.
can't. You're too retarded to figure out how it works.
Do
That's
it.
what I'm just
Guys
saying,
don't make
Sugar. I
any
don't
money.
mean to like go after you, but it's just a fact that like your implementation of this stuff needs work.
Oh, look at this. I wonder why people would watch this. This is just someone doing. This is someone just painting an Easter egg. I wonder why anyone would tune in to watch her paint an Easter egg. Just good, wholesome entertainment for everyone. You know,
Oh, look at her hair. Do you guys see her hair? Her hair is
Yeah, she has
ridiculously
hair.
long.
Hold on.
yo,
I
for
like
real
how the
though.
camera's not even centered on the painting. It's centered on her breasts.
Oh, this is the outfit.
Look at it, it's centered.
she's really discussing how she's gonna put paint on an egg.
This is the outfit that Kim Kardashian wears every day.
Good with my tits.
Why do you keep
Kendall
bringing up
Jenner-
these celebrities? It's so fucking cringy,
Kendall
dude.
Jenner wears this
Stop.
outfit every day on the street.
Otherwise, I'm gonna mute you. Stop
What
bringing up
does
these
little
fucking
P wear when he
Oh, Mary
raps?
Jane, muting's not necessary. Don't do that, please.
I know, I was kidding, but
Sugar is
seriously, though,
funny.
please
Sugar's
stop.
hilarious,
Don't
man.
fucking bring up weird celebrities. They're never relevant.
Hi.
It's pertinent. Famous people wear
Pertinent?
scantily,
What the fuck is that?
scantily clothes.
Huh?
Any
Hey, Mary Jane, I have a question for you. Are push-up bras comfortable?
No, they're not. They fucking suck. They're horrible.
Would you wear them around the house normally?
No, when I'm at home, I don't fucking ever wear
Oh,
bra.
okay.
Fuck that shit. Why?
Yeah, my girlfriend says the same thing. Just getting a consensus that these are not just normal outfits that anyone wears.
No, they're not
Mary
fucking
Jane.
normal. They're not normal. I mean, wait, is she wearing a push-up bra? 'Cause that's sad if she is.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying if she's wearing.
it looks like it's push-up, unless she just
I
has
agree,
like the
it
absolute
does,
perfect
but,
like shape.
This
this
outfit, the Velvet
Wait,
7.
so all
is
the money that
wearing-
you make, Sugar, you guys should just go get her like a fucking boob job. She'll make so much more money, maybe.
This outfit, the Velvet 7, boob jobs leave scars. They're
No, I'm
very-
I don't
telling
think
you.
a boob job is necessary.
What are you talking about?
her
Actually,
boobs are-
hold on.
Surgery
her
can
boobs
help
are
with
fine.
that. What are you talking
Actually, Sugar, I think if you just let her go braless, right, she would make way more money than a boob
Yeah,
job.
she's making her
going
like nipples
braless.
were hard and shit.
She's
just
doing
be
choreography. Joe,
Yeah,
that's not her just like dancing.
She
Like
cannot
she's
dance for toffee, can she?
Yeah.
Guys
can't
love
dance for
fucking
shit.
hard neck, Sugar. Just do that.
Yeah,
What
just
world
tell her to
do
go
we live in?
braless, and then let us know when she does it.
she's
where a
not
girl
really putting
can't-
her heart into it. You can tell.
Or go
I
with
don't
the
know what
very
it is.
sheer sports bra.
I just
Look,
really want to
I would go
punch
with like
those.
a black sheer like tank top with no bra.
Yoga pants.
No yoga pants, just like black sheer.
No, just wear a
Yoga
thong
panties.
bottom, right?
So you're
Like
basically
no,
just-
wear like a bikini thong.
Sheer
Why is
shorts
this guy?
is too intimate. You don't. That's too intimate. People are gonna leave. They're gonna bust and leave very quickly. You got to maintain those erections. All right. So sheer shorts is too much right now. All right.
So,
Like
much?
gym shorts, yoga shorts, but like
You're right.
basketball baggy shorts. That'll turn people on more.
Look,
than
you guys,
sheer
hold on. Mary Jane, why don't you just take pictures of all the possible outfits you want to wear? Send them to me. I'll tell you what's.
Okay.
All
Wait,
right.
was that Joe?
Velvet 7,
Yes.
Velvet 7 started dancing, and I cannot take my eyes off the screen. I'm hypnotized.
Wait, was that Joe saying that, or was that Sugar?
Yeah,
That was
Since
Joe
you
Sun
both
Yeah.
said it, I'm so sorry.
That was not.
Joe.
Sugar said the thing after. Just
Okay,
Don't-
okay.
don't let him
Okay.
throw you
Oh,
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
scent.
I'll
All
send you
right.
something right now. I got you.
That sounds good, girl.
Is Sugar hypnotized because he'd like to be able to do that too?
Yes.
Oh, because she's gorgeous. This Velvet 7 girl.
Yeah,
The
wouldn't
broadcaster indicated this is for mature
Sugar is
audiences.
basically he's identified an ego idea. for himself. A gorgeous girl.
Hey
that
guys,
he'd like
Velvet
to
only
be
has a few days to collect $500.
Okay,
So she
thank
can
you.
shop.
like Marilyn Monroe or Audrey Hepburn.
She only has a few days.
I know. We need to help.
Okay, guys, this is it, man. We need to pull together here. This girl needs to get shopping.
She needs to like put that shirt. She needs to pay for laundry because she has that scuff on her right titty. It's annoying. I can't handle it.
What's the exchange rate with bits?
No one knows.
Bits?
I think it's like 30 cents.
Bits, you said?
Yeah.
No, you can get like 1,000 bits for like $10.
Oh.
Bits? Bits for
Oh yeah, it
1
might be
cent?
1 cent. 1 cent.
Oh
Bits for tits?
Jesus!
Is that what it is?
Okay.
Yo, you could see
Yes,
she
quick, somebody
that
throw
is
some pennies
lotion.
in.
Oh my god, she legit has fucking mineral oil for her titties right next to her clefairy.
Sounds like a euphemism.
No, don't you know that's normal? That's normal. That's normal, right? To wear on
I
your
say-
house, put mineral
Oh
oil.
yeah, baby, lean forward.
Hold
Let
on,
me see.
Mary
I say
Jane. If
clefairy.
Mary Jane, if you wore that on cam, you would thousands of views. Thousands of views.
Yo, can I get a CC on that, please?
And I'm like
Why'd she
fully
say
No.
goodbye?
I'm fully clothed too. Those are pants and a long sleeve shirt. That's ridiculous.
Have we figured out a good reason why Mary Jane is not a cam girl?
Wait, why?
It seems. Look.
It seems like all the arguments are on the other
postulate, so
side.
this is my postulate. I think Twitch should be the hot girl IQ test. I think that only 5% of all hot girls.
Wait. You think IQ tests are relevant at all ever?
I don't
All
think
IQ
you.
tests-
I
all
I
IQ
question
wait,
whether
wait.
you have.
All
I
IQ tests
question.
all IQ tests do is show how good you are at taking IQ tests. It's incoherent. Same with like the
Snap.
entire concept.
Wait,
of
how-
See,
it.
this
wait,
is
Mary Jane, how's
exactly
it
what you should
incoherent?
have on your Twitch. Philosophy and
Well,
titties.
I've never heard that argument though, Mary Jane, because I've heard Jack like talk about the IQ test things. Where does Jack say the IQ test is incoherent? I'm just curious.
What are you talking about? This is where I came up with. I thought about it.
Oh, what's your reasoning for how it's incoherent? Because I'm interested in the objection.
Because
Because I
it's
don't think
literally
IQ
just
tests are inaccurate.
measuring one very particular like idea and just like way of problem solving that has to do with like
Right. Well,
looking at patterns.
incoherence implies that there's some contradiction, right? So where does the IQ test entail a contradiction? I'm just curious.
Within it, the name of like the IQ test. What do you mean?
Wait, how does it do it in the name of the IQ test?
Wait, what is it called? It's like intelligence.
Quotient.
Yeah,
What are you saying? Yeah, about?
it's intelligence quotient.
Yeah. Like as if like it's measuring intelligence in some way. All it's doing is measuring how good you are at taking IQ tests.
Isn't problem solving a measure of intelligence?
Yeah, but it's one very particular type of problem solving. What do you mean?
Wait,
Well,
you
there's
said it was
multiple types of
incoherent,
IQ
Mary Jane. I'm
tests.
not trying to be that type of guy. I'm just trying to, because I've never heard the
Right
objection.
now, you're being the
before,
worst
Yuri.
type
So I'm
of
just
guy right now,
Sure,
Yuri.
Yuri's just trying to fucking.
No, I was just curious in the objection
Yuri is
because I've never heard the
flexing.
objection
Yuri.
before.
I'm not in the mood. I was
Flexing all over
I
Mary
just thought you were
Jane.
being funny, Yuri. Why are you doing that?
I wasn't. I was just curious in the objection.
Yuri,
Get
we're
my
talking
sensitive
about. We're talking about like
This is
cam
really
girls
Yo,
and
Jack, are you there,
titties and
bro?
stuff,
Jack,
and
can
you want
you
to come
clarify?
in and flex on Yuri. It's annoying.
I was just asking a question. Mary Jane, don't take that
No, that's not
offensively.
what
I
you.
just
That's
didn't
not
know.
what you were doing. Stop lying.
I'm
I
not
think
lying.
that
I
all
actually
that.
want to apologize to you later today because I was thinking about some.
Oh, you were thinking
Why not
about
now?
apologizing for your bad behavior, and
Well,
you're
you guys were
saying
talking about having a conversation and stuff. I
because
You
didn't
know,
want to derail.
Yuri, there's only a few hours left in today.
yeah, you're saying that you're gonna apologize to her later for your bad behavior as a reason for her to think that you have good behavior. That you're
No,
exhibiting
no.
good behavior right now.
That's not what it was doing. That's not what
I
it was
mean,
doing,
he's already
Chum.
apologized
How'd you
to
make
me.
that
So
inference?
like, he's already
It
apologized.
was the flow of the
His
conversation.
apology is kind of irrelevant, right? Because we've already had this talk. So like, what like What's the point of
No,
having a
I figured something out, Mary Jane. It wasn't that, Mary Jane, I figured something out, right? It wasn't that I had a problem with you. It was just that I was annoyed with the position you hold. And, sometimes it happens, like we forget when we get caught up in the debate and stuff like that.
What do
And
you mean? I felt like
sometimes
you were
you're
being
paying
really
attention to.
genuine, like when we were first like talking about it with Vic.
Right,
Let me
but,
go get Vic to I mean, Vic was there as well, so there can be a third party involved that.
right, but remember when I asked you that other thing that time, I thought,
He thought you were being genuine as well, and he was disappointed to hear that you just went back to your old ways, Yuri.
well, I just got upset at you again because you did something else, but that's besides the point, right?
Yuri, you're gonna need some anger management sessions later on, like in your 40s, if you keep this up.
Wait, what? I'm saying I'm
Oh,
apologizing
she's
right now,
great,
right?
Randy. I've seen her stuff.
No,
She
she
does
is
cosplay
painting.
too.
She is painting.
Yeah,
Not
Mary Jane,
only
we'll
is
talk
the
about it later.
picture absolute fucking shit.
Oh, I remember this person.
Yeah, that's
fucking
the
line
best.
Did you guys hear the conspiracy about her? Like she was getting people to donate tons of money and hinting she would date them and stuff. And then
Yeah,
when they all went to a convention together, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I have a husband." It was so funny.
Yeah, it's old fucking news.
Are you seeing that thing she's fucking
The mouse, yeah, the fucking ghost or whatever of Jafar, whatever it's supposed to be.
What?
Mufasa.
Yeah, it's
this
Mufasa, but
chick-
it's literally so bad. Okay.
So this chick got in a lot of trouble. This chick
Mufasa.
got into a lot of trouble because she was lying to her fans about having a family and a husband, and she got caught.
Her
Shut
ass
up.
is just hanging out in those shorts.
Are you just trying to make your girlfriend look better right now, Sugar? What are you doing?
You have
telling you
to do.
Story about
Do her
Amaranth.
fans know about you?
I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't care about their life or what they do.
Girl in the chat that they're talking about.
Her name's Amuranth.
Yeah, I would pee in her mouth.
Who is this new person? I don't like them.
Me either.
That capitalism. That
Yeah.
person
Did you say new?
Capitalism
I've been
is
here
old.
longer
He's
than
goes all the
all
way
of
back
you.
with us in Krillism, man. What are you talking about?
I've been
Are
here
you
for 2 years.
serious?
Well,
Yeah,
you
he's
can
been with
call him
us
a
like the whole
normie.
time.
He's a normie. He's not new.
Yeah, but he's so annoying that he still seems new.
Don't worry about it, Joe. It's okay. Sometimes I want to chop my dick off sometime as well, but I can't because of my masculinity.
Joe, just pretend that he's Gizmo.
What's
you only
he
chop it
known
off because
for?
of antinatalism, Yuri.
Somebody should ask Darth
Mike.
Dawkins if dentistry is a science.
Dentistry is a philosophy, man. You got to figure out what teeth even means in order to be a dentist. You know?
Well, he would just say some garbage like, his worldview accounts for it, and yours does. His worldview accounts for dentistry, and yours does it.
I actually like her top.
Yeah,
It's kind of cute. Yeah.
All right.
So I
Velvet
found someone
7.
basically just streaming porn. I don't know how that long is.
Oh, link
Think
that.
like that.
Actually, don't link that. Put it in NSFW if anything.
I think you should do a Twitch.
DM it to me, Ray. Yeah, DM it to me.
I've seen videos of porn on YouTube. But
Her
like,
ass
the
looks
videos is extremely
fantastic.
dark.
I'm waiting for her to turn around. It's annoying that she hasn't done it.
You have to type in the chat, turn around, baby.
Oh, it's a trick. It just
Sugar,
goes
I
to.
feel like your girlfriend would make maybe more money if you didn't speak on her stream.
That's true. If
Yeah,
Your voice is, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm
no.
not trying to be a bitch, but your voice is just not great.
It's not even his voice, it's just a male presence
And the way
on
that
the
he
female
breathes,
stream.
yeah, and just the way that he breathes and stuff, it just makes me so uncomfortable every
You
time that he
breathe
does
on
it.
stream?
You're like,
All
like
she has is
that.
audio. There's no production value. And you're ruining the audio, Sugar? I don't believe
He
you.
does that in here.
Hey,
It makes me
we
so
have a good
uncomfortable every
time.
time he does that. He's like,
Why does Mufasa
makes,
look
like,
like he's
weird
moaning?
noises.
No one wants to hear
We
the
have a
like
good time.
a fucking uncle type voice or whatever. Like, hey guys, come on down to the dancing circle. It's Sharika. All right, girl, put on the put on your next
That's like a
outfit,
bad
girl.
movie, John.
That
Sure,
made Dice soft like right away. What are you thinking?
What
I
Mufasa are you
I
talking
win our
about?
viewers over with my wit and winning personality.
Your wit. Where's the wit? I'm confused.
The
I've
win
never
is
heard
whining when
you
people say that they
whatsoever.
don't like the stream and they're gonna leave.
Oh, I got good wit on the stream. I
What?
banter
I've
with
never
the
heard
fans.
you have good wit here. Why would you have good wit here as well?
I think I'm pretty popular with amongst the viewers, actually.
You're
What?
not.
Why? What are you talking about? It doesn't
I don't believe
matter.
that.
Why do you? What was? What? Does he not
I mean,
not hear
I
me?
just don't believe that.
I don't
Yeah, I
either.
mean,
That's what I'm confused about, JJ. Like, what?
Just sounds like a garbage claim.
I
He's
just like
not
that
witty whatsoever.
people are just typing "I love you" in her chat. It's just like-
Are you still watching Velvet 7?
No, I'm watching Amaranth. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Just "I love you." That's it. Just
Amaranth. Hold on.
She's gonna read that. Oh my gosh, I love you too. This Simba painting is dedicated to you, and I'm gonna private message you. Here's my number. Thanks so much. You're my favorite fan.
you're the
Oh, I
first one
like.
to tell me they love me. You get a hand job.
I
You've
like.
you've deserved. Punch in your Virgin E-boy card. Here's your.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
shit.
There's a bit tonight, boys. Whoever does like
This-
the highest bid gets a hand job.
This painting is ridiculous.
That's what you should do, Sugar. Do
That
that.
sounds hot, Mary Jane. That's a good idea. Did you think of that yourself?
Yeah, I just thought about that. You guys were just saying something about like a hand job or something. I don't know where
Everyone
you
needs
came
a
up with
hand
that.
from time to time, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know-
of course. But Sugar, you did that one.
This Velvet 7 chick, she like runs out of energy.
what's fucking stupid is that Mary Jane and better than this Amaranth, and this bitch is making so much money.
Oh my fucking
Well, she
god!
is
Is
painting.
she coloring on top of the painting with a fucking Sharpie?
Yep, she did the lines on the mouth with the Sharpie marker.
What the fuck? That's gonna destroy the painting.
I
Shut the
mean,
fuck up.
let's not. I mean, I don't know
That's
if you
dumb.
can polish a turd, but it's.
No, that will chemically destroy the painting.
How so? Why?
That it's not like a
Perhaps
common
it's
knowledge
better.
thing.
Maybe you should
More
just
of a-
shut the fuck up.
Right.
There's
Perhaps
some
it's better that this
effective-
doesn't exist for as long.
Good
More
Christian
temporally.
boy.
Just
he's
for
all
you,
right.
I'm gonna log on to my Twitch account and I will donate and let her know she's destroying it with a Sharpie.
Wait, when is your girlfriend going on Twitch though, Sugar? Is she gonna talk about anything interesting or no?
Obviously
No.
not.
We
There
hang
isn't
out
a
on
thought in her
Discord.
dunce
Do you
like
want to
head.
come on in Discord and talk with us?
Listen, Sugar,
I
the
wanna
best
go
thing
on
you could do with
cam and
her.
talk with you guys. What do you mean?
Totally
Sugar.
cool. We don't do anything like we have plans to do some stuff, whatever. But we don't. This is the idea. The whole
What
premise.
kind of plans do you guys have for
We
tonight?
were already
What
on
do you
the
guys have
internet.
plans for tonight?
Already on the internet, just talking all the time. We're like, why not stream this and make money?
What's she
Yeah,
doing
have
right
a
now?
girl with like lingerie going. Yeah, sure.
What's she doing right now, shit?
I can't tell you.
I just really want her Instagram. That's all I want.
Now you have to tell us.
Sugar, there are campsites in which you could fuck her right together. You can do a couple show on Sugar.
No. She comes
Sugar,
from a
don't
great.
worry. You don't even
She
really
comes from
have.
a great family that would disown her.
A
if she
great family?
Well, they don't
Oh,
know
right,
about
okay.
Family? What does that have to do
But
with
Twitch is
anything?
fine.
You're
I
on
mean,
They won't know
fucking
about
cam with
Princess
lingerie on,
Kitty
fucking dancing.
77 whatever. No on.
Princess Kitty 69420. We know.
Her parents will never search that combination of words onto Google. I
But wait,
guarantee
what does
you.
your family have to do with anything? You think your family is cool with her like being on cam with like lingerie on?
I think if they saw her Twitch, they probably wouldn't be thrilled. But like, if she was doing anything worse than that, she would be disowned. Disowned.
Oh, I see. Okay, so she just like she like meet like the line that like do not cross line.
Yeah, she's throttling the line.
So it's like
I think
the
even
line
that's
didn't
straddling the
exist.
line.
What if
Straddling.
I can't assert this enough. There's perks.
I'd throttle that
There's
line.
perks.
What if that line didn't exist? She could wear like a mask, right? Like,
You get money and you get a horde of internet slaves.
Horde.
What the? Why would anyone want that? It's so disgusting. Oh my god.
Right when you said horde, we all thought you said something wrong.
You're
having this
your
horde of
girlfriend's
internet
gross. You guys are horrible people. I'm sorry.
I'm not. Oh my god.
I'm so grossed out by this. You guys are just like, just a horde of slaves. What the fuck is that?
Literally nothing I've ever done on this has triggered you and Ellie more than this fucking stream for some reason.
No, everything you've ever done has triggered me. So like this has just kind of been like the point.
The trigger, icing
no
on the trigger
return,
cake.
where like I'm just like letting it all out finally. The way that you breathe in the mic disgusts me and it makes me like throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like speak,
Oh,
the
no.
shit that you say, the claims that you make with no fucking actual, any information, nothing to back up your baseless claims ever. Like you just kept appealing to like fucking Kanye as if that was like an actual argument earlier. That was pathetic. Then we're like, no, stop saying Kanye, and then you brought up Britney Spears.
How about Britney Spears? Is
What
she
the
enough of
fuck
an
was
expert for you?
that? What was that?
Mary Jane said she was a nature enthusiast, and Yaniv asked her what she thought quicksand.
What she thought? So, like, I love all things nature, natural. So you love quicksand?
I was like, oh.
You like
I decided
rocks,
I love
Mary
quicksand.
Jane?
I want quicksand to like consume me.
Ooh, that's
I
yeah.
love
I've thought
rocks.
about that. I love rocks too, actually. I'll lie. I used to collect rocks too.
I love rocks. And rocks
Did
have
you? What kind of
personal
rocks
taste.
did you collect, chum?
Usually,
she's
rocks
adjusting her cam.
Rocks from Canada, actually, a lot. And
Yeah,
like
the
when I
only
was
rocks JJ knows about are crack rocks.
when I was in camp in Pennsylvania, I would collect them too.
Yeah, I come from a long line of rock collectors.
Would go on
Different
trips.
minerals,
New York and Pennsylvania.
crystals.
Guys, her boobs.
But the
are
reason I
huge.
ask is because I think one of the most collectible kinds of rocks are agates. And we have
JJ
lots of
kept
Lake
his,
Superior agates here.
JJ kept his collection in
what?
In his head.
I hope I still have a lot of those agates.
I don't think Mary Jane has the technical smarts to run a stream, and I will wager. I will wager on it.
What?
You don't even
That's
have
why
to
I
stream.
said
You
I
just
was going to be her
You just
handler,
have
sugar.
Wait, what? What
and
are you talking
show
about?
that you can even do it.
Technical smarts? What does it take? What are you talking
I
about?
don't think you even have the
I've streamed on
ability to
YouTube
do it.
multiple times. I don't
Mary
think
Jane, I'll
Twitch
be
would
your
be any
handler.
harder than YouTube.
Your Twitch
All right,
handler.
all right, show your YouTube streams. Prove it.
I never. I mean, I have 612 like subscribers for posting videos of fucking trees and sunrises and sunsets.
Well, posting a video is way different from streaming.
Not one
Posting
video.
a video
Not
is different
one
from
video
using
has me in it.
Streamlabs.
Not
and
one
running
video
stuff.
has me in it.
You don't use Streamlabs. You just fucking click the stream button. That's all you've done.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
you can't do that. There's no such thing.
okay, I'll set up a Twitch account right now. I really don't think it would be that hard. I mean, I
All
could
right,
see
here we
being
go. Now we get into the nitty gritty. Here we go.
the nitty gritty. What are you talking about? You think
It's
this would be,
hard
like,
to fucking set this shit up. Using
hard?
OBS
How
is
is it
hard. Yes.
How? What? In what world would this be hard to set up?
There are
a Twitch account?
walkthroughs on
There's a
YouTube. There's
billion
like hundreds of
technical
walkthroughs.
and computer issues that come up. I've been through it. I know.
Computer issues, like what?
But you're just dumb, sugar.
Well, let's see if Mary Jane can do it, y'all. All right.
Well, if Mary Jane could do it,
Wait, didn't
It's
Sugar say
irrelevant
that
to
they
whether
were
or not-
Sugar said they were willing to wager? So how much?
well, big deal.
Set the term.
That says nothing to the fact that you're dumb, and that's why you can't do it, sugar.
I mean, this is an objective statement. Subjective.
What are we working with, boys?
Good job,
How
Sugar.
much do you want to make?
Oh no, deep thoughts.
Yeah, sugar. What you said right there was really, really dumb. I just want to let you know that. I'm not trying to be an
deep
asshole.
thoughts is
What you said.
taken though. I need a different one. I'm so sad. I want a deep thoughts to be not
Whoever just spoke, you are the one true streamer. I believe you can do it. But all these other posers, I don't think they can do it.
What are you talking about?
think
Posers?
if her
For a fact, I can do it, right? I know how it works. I know how to do it, right? But I'm just saying what you
if
said
her
was dumb.
stream is called
I think you
Deep
could do
Thought,
it. I think Biggie Chum could do it. I think Tom could do it.
if Sugar's
You guys don't
girlfriend
think I could-
stream
I couldn't do
is
it. I don't have a
called
cunt.
Wait, Jack, what are you saying? Sorry.
if Sugar girlfriend's stream is called Deep Thought, then Mary Jane's could be called Deep Throat.
Oh, I'll do that. Okay, I just tried doing deep thoughts and it didn't work, so I'll
No,
try doing deep throat.
Mary, we're gonna brainstorm for your name. It's got to be like Forest Fairy or like something Twinkle.
Forest
like
Fairy.
whatever.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, it's got to have to do with. It could be like your veganism, so like the viewers know part of who you are before they start watching the stream.
Yeah.
And the stream will just be you talking.
No, if they think she's a vegan, they won't think that she swallowed.
That's
Vegans
that doesn't
probably
make
have
sense.
like a higher percentage that swallow, because they're like
Mhm.
natural homeopathic type people.
I actually think that could be a good niche. Yeah, there's probably a lot of like vegans on Twitch.
Well, you just
What?
like, hey baby, my cum doesn't